Hello and welcome to the 2018 New Hampshire Division III Wrestling Tournament here at Winnisquam Regional High School. Of course, Plymouth Regional High here competing today. My name is Joey LeBlanc alongside with Matt Lech here providing some color commentary and insight into this Plymouth team who, you know a heck of a lot about.
Absolutely. We're having a good year. We got a lot of young talent. We have some freshmen and sophomores stepping up and filling in for holes. We've had a couple injuries that has affected the team a little bit, and we're glad that some of the younger guys are stepping in and stuff. We're really well focused and stuff, and we're excited to be here and compete and hopefully get another state championship.
It would be, great to add on to that tradition in Plymouth of continuing great wrestling, and a lot of great wrestlers here today. You can quickly going through the seeding. A lot of guys with first round buys in a lot of these tournament brackets, and that goes into the conditioning you guys go through in the regular season. I know I went and saw a meet a couple of weeks ago, and the conditioning for these guys is awesome. I mean, going into even the third round in some of these matches, they don't seem to look tired out there.
Absolutely. We put a lot of emphasis on conditioning and stuff. We always have them do sprints after practice and weighted runs and everything. And that's one of the things that we really emphasize about our program is that we want our kids to be well conditioned, and we want the last to the third period and stuff. And that's when we really push ourselves and everything.
And, talking about that, going the distance, are we going to see a lot of matches like that today? This is my first experience at a big tournament like this. Are there, typically, do they go the distance, or is there a pin to end it?
It depends. There are some kids that are really good. Like we have Cole Johnson, our 95, not Cole Johnson, Troy Johnston. And he's our 95-pounder. He's the number 2 wrestler in the state and for his weight class, and he can probably do some quick pins, and that will probably end in the first period, but there are some young guys who will probably go through the third round and stuff. There's a lot of competition in this division. You just never know, and there's some days where a wrestler could just come out of nowhere and just have a great day and stuff. We've seen it happen plenty of times where we thought that we would have the advantage, but he just came out of nowhere and just upset us.
And looking at, some guys that might be upsets. We know Plymouth is, one of the favorites here today, but, who's another school that could challenge Plymouth here?
It's definitely Bow, because they only had one loss in the dual meet, and that was to us, and that was the closest match that we had all year. They have a lot of great wrestlers. It's a young program just like us. They have a lot of sophomores. They only have 2 seniors in that team, and one of them, Borak, he's one of the best in his weight class, and it's going to be interesting because there's so much young talent in this division that it's really anyone is on an even level, but there are some who are a little bit more advanced based off their experience and stuff.
Looking at the Plymouth side, are there any guys that are, the leader for this Plymouth team, the guy with the most experience?
The biggest leaders on our team are definitely Troy Johnston, Griffin Smith, and then Nolan Farina. They're definitely one of the people who keeps motivating, keeps everyone pushing through and everything. All 3 of them are our captains, seniors, and we're going to miss them after they leave. Nolan, unfortunately, can't wrestle today, and it's a senior year, but he's always there. He's always motivating us during the meets. He's like another coach, maybe not on the sideline, but he always gives great feedback and instruction, so it's definitely good to have him support his teammates and stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes even getting that extra coaching from someone your own age, you might even listen to it better in some occasions. This is going to be a great day of action. We're going to have, the first matches coming up in just a little bit for you guys, so, stay with us and enjoy the day. All right, and so here the first match today. We have Joe D'Ambruso going up against Raven Streeter. And what do you expect out of this first match?
It should be interesting. Joe's a freshman for us. He's a really good athlete. He struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season to pick up the form, but he's come a long way. He's stepping up for a big weight class in the 182, and he's only weighing about 168. So this is a big jump for him, especially as a freshman, stepping up at a big stage like this at the Division III meet. It's huge, and we can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, this is, the first match of this bracket, and if he actually does win this match, he'll be going up against the 1 seed. In the next match, he'd go up against Gavin Lovely, so be good to see him build some momentum, some confidence with a strong showing in this first match. And how do you strategize when you are giving up so much weight to an opponent?
It's really all just about technique and just outlasting him. Like, we have a coach who is from Timberlane. He was about 220 pounds, and he was in the heavyweight, so he was going up against kids who were 285. So you just have to outwork them, make sure you're using the right technique, and use your leverage. And he just did a headlock right there.
Maybe,
hip toss, yeah. And
maybe
then
a quick one.
Yeah.
Slowly just working, trying to get better leverage.
Yep. He's just trying to make sure that those shoulders, get close to the mat. He's already got the 2 points, and then he already has the 3 count, I believe. So he'll have 5 points total if he doesn't get the pin.
A great start out of the gates for Joe Ambruzzo, the freshman, starting out with a headlock here. First time we've seen that move today, early on in the day.
Yeah. And he did it quick. He did it right off the bat and stuff. He got a nice tie-in, and he was able to get his hips low, and he was able to hip toss him really good. And he just needs to adjust his weight where he's located, because you can see that the Mascoma kid, his shoulders aren't really getting a lot of pressure, and it's not being closely pushed to the mat. So he just needs to adjust himself and make sure that he's balanced enough to get the shoulders down. And since he didn't have full control of the arm, the Mascoma kid got 1 point for, I believe, an illegal headlock. So that's the biggest thing. When you do a headlock, you have to make sure that you secure that arm and that head. If you let go of the arm, you're just grabbing the head. That's going to be illegal.
And did lead to that 1 point now. Score 5-1. First leg about to wrap up. 30 seconds remaining. Joe is, kind of on top, in control, trying to hold that, not give up any points before the end of this first.
Yeah. And now he's starting to run the brands. And count starting. The biggest thing that Joe needs to do right now is rebalance. The biggest thing that we try to teach our guys is get chest on chest, because you're putting all of that weight to push down on those shoulders. And he's a little bit over with his stomach area. So that's one of the things that he's going to need to adjust if he wants to get that pin.
And it looks like he did not get the pin, but did get a couple points there before the end. So now 8-1. And, maybe we're seeing the difference in that weight there. Giving up that 20 pounds, definitely harder to, put your weight on top of a guy that is a little bit heavier, can, use that muscle and holds you up along with, himself.
Absolutely.
And Joe going to start down here in the second. Attempted to get up, trying to swat the hands away.
Yep.
Finally does, and both of them up and standing.
Yep. Great escape by Joe. He kept moving, didn't give up anything. He had a solid base, and he just kept on moving, trying to get out and fighting through.
And Joe trying to work Raven Streeter to the ground.
Yep. And he's running that brands again. That's what it is. Bread and butter moves. It's the brands. And he just has to get that chest back a little, because he's still over. So the wrestler's not completely pinned yet.
And Joe just pushing and pushing. About 1:15 remaining. Quick adjustment of his positioning.
And there's a pin for Joe.
And that is the first win of the day for Plymouth. First pin of the day for Plymouth. And how'd you like that one?
It was good. He did great. The only thing that I saw that he might need to improve on is just teeing off, getting chest to chest and stuff, not being over the stomach area of the opponent's chest when he tries to get the pin, but everything else was good. He did great escape. He did the brands and headlock perfectly, and the hip toss. So very impressive for a freshman to come out here and get a win like that. And
Joe sets the tone for Plymouth. Stay tuned, plenty more action to come today.
I'm here at the New Hampshire High School Wrestling Division III tournament here with freshman Jody and Brusso. Joe, how big was that for getting your first win out of the way for the day?
Oh, it feels great right now, but I don't know. I'm going to have a tough opponent next, but it feels great to at least get one win.
Absolutely. So, you know, what do you think your strategy is going into your next match?
There's mental, like, believe I can win. It's all in the head, I guess.
Well said, well said. We'll have more coverage for you. We're going to bring it back to Joey and the crew up top.
Next match we have up is going to be James Philbin taking on Kenzie Borges here over on mat 2. And any expectations for James today?
It's going to be interesting. You know, he's one of the sophomores that's on the group. As I said before, we have a lot of young athletes that are freshmen and sophomores filling in the majority of our weight classes. So it's going to be interesting. He's come a long way since the beginning of the season. He's had some ups and downs, but, you know, he's going to fight hard. He's not going to give up. And that, as long as he doesn't give the pin, I think he'll do good.
It's definitely something he's going to try to avoid here today. Underway in the first leg of this match. Both James and Kenzie battling out. Kenzie kind of on top of James right now.
And then there's a reversal by James.
And, you know, great awareness by James there to turn a bad situation into points.
Yep, absolutely. He realized that he was able to get out. He just kept moving. He was able to escape the 2, and then he got right up and got 2, and now he's on top.
2-2 is the score here early on in the match.
All right, we got a caution because James didn't put his palm on the belly button, because in the referee's position, you can't go have your hand across and stuff.
Too much of an advantage to start off for?
Yeah, yep. And then there's an escape, and then he realized he was able to get on top and get his 2.
And James able to spin around there, get his leg underneath, and pull out from underneath of Borges.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to break it down, probably go for, he could probably do a half Nelson on the side that he's on, or he could do an arm bar. It's one of the things that he's do. He's grabbing, using 2 hands on one arm to sort of break down and stuff to really push this guy flat and stuff.
He's also making Kenzie work, you know, a lot harder from being down on the ground below James.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And now back to the middle. James going to start on top once again. Under a minute to go here.
He has to come off with a better breakdown than that. He didn't really get in. And then there's a headlock from the Winnisquam.
And tough spot for James at the moment.
Yeah, it's tough when someone gets that headlock. It's if they hit it right in the right spot, that can result in a pin just like that.
And James pinned. That will end the match. You know, any thoughts? Obviously, unfortunate to give the headlock up, but there were some positives to take out of that as well.
Absolutely, he was able to escape, get out. He realized that he was doing good, and when he realized he was in a tough situation, he was able to get the reversals and stuff. But he just has to have a little bit more awareness, you know. As soon as he gets that, feels like he's getting headlock, he needs to be able to use the other person's momentum and roll out and flip up and get a reversal and get more to stay on top.
He is a young guy. You live and you learn. Come out next year, and hopefully he's going to be able to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. He has one more match, though, and a chance to get into 3rd place, though. So hopefully he'll learn from this match and move on and hopefully place somewhere in the top 4.
And, you know, just hope for the best. Give some points to Plymouth. You know, this is a team sport. You want the whole team to win. Obviously, you want everyone to win every single event, but sometimes, you know, that can't happen. Also, I want to shout out to our other member of our crew, Colin, Leddy, out there getting us all the nice interviews with the players. So make sure, you know, keep an eye out for that. I'm sure he's going to have an interview with James coming up shortly as well. Time for the 132 weight class, and J.C. Garmr for Plymouth set for his first action of the day.
The J.C. is another sophomore that we have in our program, and, you know, we're very excited. He has a bright future ahead of him. All the freshmen and sophomores have a bright future in our program, and it's really good knowing that we have all these young guys stepping in, and it's just going to set the foundation for our program in the future.
And we are underway. Both of them are still standing up, kind of ties each other up, trying to get that first grip and
trying to fight to get inside control. That's the biggest thing about wrestling. If you don't have the inside control, you can dictate what happens. You don't want to be outside. You want to really get in, sort of like how you block with football. You want to get the inside, and JC did a little shuck to get the 2.
Right now he is, getting that control up behind, but smart move from the opposing fighter there to just kind of work his way to the sideline and get his restart.
Yep. White Mountain's a tough program, and they are really well disciplined. They have good coaching. They definitely are a challenge for us in certain weight classes.
And JC doing a very good job so far in this matchup, up 2-0 with a minute to still go in the first leg.
So he just tried to do the gable, so he tried to get the opponent's arm back out from under his stomach. The problem was, since the guy wasn't breaking down to the mat and he was up on his knees and he had his base, he was able to escape out of it and not get the full gable. And he's trying to run it again, and he's trying to sink a butcher, and he put it to perfection. And that should be a pin soon. He just needs to get off his knees, put more pressure. He needs to probably try to get one of those reverse halves. He's gonna try to do the butcher again.
Great job for fighting from Caden.
Yep. Oh, he got him in a headlock. He just has to balance out. He wants to make sure. And he needs to make sure that his legs don't get caught up by the other one.
And that's a pin. Now we'll end the round. Great job from JC. Really kind of dominating that entire match.
Absolutely. He was able to hit some of those shucks. He was able to maintain control up top. Didn't give up a single point on an escape. He was able to control him. You put him in a good position to get points and to secure that win with a pin.
We have an interview with JC coming up with our guy Colin Leddy.
I'm here with JC Ulmer at the 132 match. Comes off a great pin in the first period. Sorry, I'm not very wrestling inclined, but how good does that feel to get a quick pin there?
It feels good since it's the first round to get out of the way with some team points. Because we're going tight neck and neck with Bo, so we need some pins because pins are 6 points. So we need more points from pins than wins. So it's good to get a pin for my team.
I absolutely couldn't agree more. So what do you think you need to improve upon before your next match?
My pancake on the off of the butcher. I need to hip over quicker and need to take some more shots.
Absolutely. I mean, always room to improve. We'll see you on the mat soon. Thanks for taking the time, man.
Thank you.
All right, so we have 145 weight class. Griffin Smith set for his first action here of the day. Going to be on mat number 1 down to our left in just a moment. And, what do we expect out of Griff today?
Griff's one of the toughest kids on the team. He's a senior captain. He's earned that position. He leads by example. He's one of those kids that doesn't give up. So expect a really hard, tough match. It's going to be really close. They're going up against John Stark, who we went up against, I believe it was our first dual meet of the season. And we won pretty heavily and stuff, but John Stark obviously has improved throughout the season, and this is the state meet, so anything could happen at this point.
Pressure is on. It's going to be Griffin Smith and Dawson Roof. Whistle blows and we're underway, both trying to get the first position and get inside control this match.
Yep. Griff's starting to get that inside. He tried to do a high crotch right there. He's going to trip him. There you go.
And he's got him on his back. Griff on top.
Yep. So he got the 2 for the takedown. He he got a nice high crotch, and he was able to lift it up, and he was able to do a trip on the other side.
So his arm around the waist, so he's got a little bit of control there, had it pulled away, just as I mentioned it.
Yep, he has the bar in right now, and he's trying to do a pancake, so he tried grabbing the chin and running it, and now he's running the bar, and he's keep circling. And what he's going to try to do is try to spin him on his back.
Right now he is winning 4-0, a minute still to go.
And there he goes.
Got him on his back.
And he, unfortunately, was out of bounds, so he wasn't able to get the near fall points. But he's doing pretty good so far, controlling him right now.
Gonna avoid giving up a point here.
Yep.
Looks like he is gonna give up maybe one for an escape.
Yep, one escape point.
But still quite a ways to go, still with a 3-point lead.
And it's good that he's holding on to the head. You know, one of the sayings that we have in wrestling, if you control the head, you control the pace of it, you can control the movement, where he goes, and dictate where the match is.
And yeah, like you said, he does have the right hand around the back of the head, trying to go for a move right here.
Yep, trying to get a little Russian tie in, possibly.
Unable to get it done on that occasion.
And he tries to go for that single again. He's going to trip, and now he got the takedown, and now he's trying to go for the half. In the short time, there's 3 seconds.
And looks like time is going to run out on him. But, you know, ending strong right there, still battling until the whistle nearly, ended it in 1.
Absolutely. He did a great job controlling, and Plymouth just had the choice, so they're deferring, and John Stark has decided to go neutral in the next period.
And what's the strategy in that, going neutral? Is that you think you can get, the one up on him?
Yeah, so neutral, you pretty much have a chance. You're even out, so you have a chance to shoot takedowns and stuff. You're balanced, so you can do like sprawling, and you can spin for 2. It just depends on your athlete. Some are good up top, some are good in the bottom, and it's all based situation too. So like if the score was like 2-1 and your athlete was down by 1, you would want to go down so you can get that point, so it would be tied up. And it's, as I said, it's based off the situation, who you're going up against, what the other person's style is, and everything else.
And so far today, Griff's style has been, get on top, try to control the match, and right now he has him in a headlock.
Yep, great headlock by Griff. He's controlling it. He was able to post his arm out so that he wouldn't get rolled over. He just has to get on top now. He doesn't have enough control. He on the chest area, so he's not getting. There you go. Right
and
there.
Under a minute still to go. It's working.
And there's a pin.
That's another win for Plymouth, another pin for Plymouth. Kind of something we're getting accustomed to seeing in a few matches here today. Griff gonna move on, continue his quest to win this weight division. He's also gonna have an interview coming up with Colin in just a moment.
I'm here with Griffin Smith here, just a big-time win with a pin at the 145 spot. What was your strategy going into that one?
Go in, control tie-ups, look for the shots, really looking for the high C's. Fake them with one arm, go in the other way, cross them up, take them down, and just work for back points, pin if it's there.
What's going to be the most important component to, keeping this thing rolling and, trying to advance as far as you can?
Honestly, we have the endurance. Coach Cleary works us hard. We work hard, but it's all up here, all up in the mind. You got to keep it together. Up top, think of everything you know. Slow it down. That's hard for me. I like to go fast, but slow it down, think it through, and hit with aggression.
Absolutely. Long day ahead of us. Good luck the rest of the way, and let's maybe get some more wins out of here.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Time for the 152 weight division, and Cole Johnson is the 1 seed in this weight class, definitely the favorite in this weight class. We expect, obviously, a win today from him. What's his style like?
His style is very He's a very athletic person. And I tell you the truth, he's the 1 seed and he's a freshman. So he's definitely has a bright future with Plymouth. He has a good engine. He's really athletic. He's tall. He has a motor. He can do anything at this point. And the fact that he's the 1 seed and as a freshman is unbelievable. He actually won out the Plymouth Invitational Tournament and had an impressive showing. So it's going to be exciting to see how he does against John Stark.
There he goes, going up against Sean Pover, excuse me, of John Stark.
You see Cole trying to get inside control, trying to grab one of the wrists and try to pull him away, try to get his opponent's balance off.
Both of them just trying to work their hands in and get positioning.
Yep, trying to get that inside control, which is key in wrestling. Nice attempt for the shuck.
Trying again right here.
Yep, he just needs to get his leg out and go around the opponent's hip and to get his 2. And there's the 2. And I can see that he's trying to do a cradle, near side cradle. And he's got it right there. If he just holds it right there, it's
tough position to be in for the other guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you don't break that grip out of the cradle, it's a sealed deal right there. Fortunately, he wasn't able to get it, so now he's working on wrist control, trying to break his opponent down. It looks like he's trying to attempt to get a bar, but unfortunately, John Stark was able to get out of bounds.
And now John Stark going to start down low, trying to get a point back quickly. Down here, 5-0. Can't get out quickly, and Cole up on top, controlling once again.
Yep, he's breaking him down. Looks like he's trying to get that arm bar in. Now he's not quite there yet. I could see his hand almost coming out, and he just has to hop over the other side and run it. John Stark was able to catch up to Cole's hip and prevent from the arm bar to go down fully. And now you see that John Stark has got one of Cole's legs right there. So Cole's just trying to push down and get his shoulders down and try to get the pin before time expires.
And time does expire on him. Very close there to sealing that match. Still, this round to go. Another round if needed after that. But 8-0 lead, pretty good to start off a match.
Absolutely. Cole's starting off really strong. He's doing good takedowns, having great wrist control, and doing everything perfectly right now. So
that's a lot of preparation from him. It's a lot of stuff he's learned through his first year here at Plymouth. And it is really exciting to see him out here working well, now with control again up on top. But a minute 45 still to go. He's definitely going to have a bright future. I expect to see him again here next year, doing much of the same.
Absolutely. And you know what the scary part is? He actually wrestled in 4th grade, and then he stopped until his freshman year. So he's had a big gap where he hasn't wrestled. And for him to be already the #1 seed, it's unbelievable.
And he's going up against guys that have been wrestling since before 4th grade, all the way up.
And Cole just got the bar, and he just pinned him right there. It's just showing how great his skill work is. He's like at the beginning, he sort of struggled a bit, but then now he's finally getting it, and he has that motor, and he's just going to keep moving forward and carrying all this momentum with him.
And, Plymouth keeps rolling, keeps getting these pins, keeps winning matches, and Colin's going to have an interview coming up with Cole to get his thoughts on that match.
I'm here with Cole Johnson, just coming off a pin at the 152 spot. Cole, how important was it to get your first one out of the way and stay out of that consolation bracket?
It was really good to get a warm-up, and now I'll be ready for my second match and hopefully get another pin, go to the finals.
Can't complain with those results, but what do you think you need to improve upon before your next one?
I definitely need to get more comfortable with my shot, and when I get that arm bar, and I need to sink it harder and just keep running it.
Of course, it's going to be a long day here. We got more coverage for you, and thanks, Cole, for stopping by.
Yep, anytime.
So we actually have the 160 that just ended. That was Alex Hamill, one of the seniors. He was able to get an arm bar. We unfortunately didn't notice it until after because we were trying to check up on the score. But Alex able to get a quick pin under a minute, and that's another huge win for Plymouth.
And another 1 seed coming through and having another great outing for this Plymouth squad. And the overall points really going to matter at the end of this day, but you're going to win the individual matches. They're doing that, and if they keep going at this pace, do you think you can pretty much guarantee a win? If you're going to win out pretty much every event, you're probably going to get a win.
Listen, the one thing I learned in athletics is that nothing is guaranteed, unfortunately. You can do everything right and still lose. Like, look at the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady threw for 500 yards, and they unfortunately didn't win. But it's going to come down to the wire still. We still have Bo, who's going on a roll just like us. So it's literally going to come down to the last match and who gives up the pin and who doesn't give up the pin and how they score points and stuff.
Should be an interesting day, and stay tuned. We promise we're not going to slip up and miss any more of the action here today for this tournament.
I mean, with Alex Hamill at the 160, he just comes off another pin for Plymouth. That kind of seems to be the rhythm for you guys today. A lot of pins, a lot of wins. So what do you attest that to?
I expect us to keep winning. Plymouth's all about winning now, so this is the day to do it.
Absolutely. State championship. It's win or go home, really. And what are you looking forward to for the rest of the day?
I look forward to seeing all of us placing top 3 here.
You heard it here first. Here at the New Hampshire High School Division III Wrestling Tournament, Plymouth's looking to come away with some wins, get a lot of guys in the top 3, maybe win a couple state championships while we're at it.
Time for the 170 weight division, and John Panis of Plymouth about to have his first action today. We also do have an update for the total scores of the day, and you want to take us through those top 3?
Yes, so for the number 3 spot right now, we have Plymouth with 13 points. We have in 2 Campbell with 20 points, and we have Bo in first with 30 points. It's going to come down to the wire. There's some other teams with some scores. We're the only 3 in the double digits right now. And John almost had the Brands. And so it's going to be a close one. It's going to come down to those 3 teams, I feel like, near the end. Possibly Winnisquam could sneak in there as well. Possibly Newport.
And John giving up a little bit of height to his opponent in this matchup. And does that play, is height an advantage or a disadvantage in wrestling?
It's an advantage because you have some reach, but it also could be a disadvantage. Like, I had a friend who wrestled and he was 6'9", and he was going up against kids who were smaller than him. So depending on the weight class and everything, it could work in your advantage, it may not. And unfortunately, John gave up the pin, but he's a sophomore, so he's young, so has a lot more learning to do, but he has a bright future here with Plymouth.
You could tell he was definitely outmatched as far as experience goes in that one right there, and it's a learning experience. He's going to have another chance today.
Yes, in the state tournament, you have to lose twice in order to be knocked out. So every time when you lose one, you go down to the consolation bracket. So the highest seed, if you went through all the way after your loss, would be 3rd, and you'd still be able to qualify for the All-State tournament if you are able to get in 3rd place.
Now, so the day definitely not over for John, not over for Plymouth. Still plenty more matches to come. We also have an interview coming up with John with our guy Colin Leddy. Another one. Troy Johnson's first matchup here today in the 195 weight division. We'll see if he can continue the winning ways we've seen with a bunch of these Plymouth wrestlers here today.
Absolutely. Troy is one of the best wrestlers in his weight class in New Hampshire. He's currently ranked number 2. He has only had 2 losses this whole season. One during the Concord tournament, the Capital City Classic, and then one when we went to the Noble Invitational Holiday Tournament. And they are both out of state, so he's undefeated currently in the state of New Hampshire.
Now, luckily for him, this meet is in the state of New Hampshire. We'll see if he can continue his winning ways here at Winnisquam.
That was a nice duck that he did. He got his 2. And now he's starting to work with inside control. He's starting to break him down.
Troy up on top right now. Also on top as far as points go, up 2-0.
And he lets him go. Get the escape, try to set up a nice shot. Troy does a lot of fakes, so don't be surprised if he does a fake. Get one of those ankle picks right there. He goes back for 2.
And Troy just working and working. He keeps grinding. Has his opponent's arm back behind him.
Now he's got that arm bar that he's trying to run. He just has to make sure that it's legal. Because in an arm bar, you have to make sure that your arm's at a 90-degree angle, or else it is illegal.
You don't want to cause any injury, and player safety a big concern in any athletic event.
Absolutely, you want to wrestle your best, but you don't want to injure the person and have a potential season injury and stuff. And you want to, and it's all about having fun too, and working your hardest, the best of your ability.
Yeah, broken arms, not very fun for anyone out there.
Nope.
Troy getting very close here. As you hear the crowd erupt because on the other mat a pin just occurred.
Yep, and that was another win for Bo. And the White Mountain had a stalling warning just in case that we missed it. And that's just basically telling that the green has to do something. He's only laying flat, so he's not doing any movement, so he has to start trying to escape and actually do something.
And Troy doing a great job in this match right now. Round 1 all set and done. Troy up 6-2. And he's going to start on top here for the second.
And it was Plymouth's choice, and they decided to go neutral, and Troy was able to get a quick takedown right now. Another ankle pick, which is one of Troy's specialties. He loves to do high crotches and all the takedowns. He does has some of the best technique that I've seen as a wrestler in the state of New Hampshire.
And Troy, with another ankle pick, got him up on top. He's just been riding that ever since.
And now he's starting to do the gable right now, and he has the arm down. And then he goes right into the half Nelson. And he's teed off, and that's all that roads. And another quick pin for Troy Johnson.
And another win for Plymouth, trying to get a big win here today in the tournament. You liked what you saw from Troy there?
Absolutely. He had control the whole time. He made a couple little mistakes here and there, but for the most part, he had a perfect match. He had control. He was getting wrists. He executed ankle picks to perfection, and he was able to do some fakes. He was constantly moving, trying to get the points, and then he finished up strong with a great pin and a great win for Plymouth.
We're going to have Troy's thoughts on that matchup coming up in a little bit with Colin and Leddy. So, stay with us. Still plenty more action to come here from Winnisquam. Time for Joe D'Ambruzzo to get his second run at it here today, going up against the 1 seed now. Wish him luck. Let's see what he has to offer.
Absolutely. This Newport kid's very tough. He's the 1 seed for a reason. He's a good wrestler. He has good form, technique, and it should be interesting to see how Joe does. And a quick takedown double leg takedown by the Newport wrestler.
And he was just waiting back on Joe. Now he's driving Joe back, trying to get him onto his back.
He's starting to put the bar in. Joe's close to out of bounds, and now they're both out.
And smart move by Joe right there, because he was not in a good spot on the ground, right?
Absolutely. No, he realized that he had a chance that he might get pinned, so he had good recognition that he knew that he was close to out of bounds, so he's able to get out and live for the next battle.
And fight the next battle. Once again, Joe on the ground. trying to work his way out of a tough spot here.
Yeah, and it was close. He got the butcher in, and then he was able to pull him over and then secure that arm on the other side or reverse half. So it was a tough situation. He was able to get the pin. And this is going to be my last commentary for the tournament. I believe Coach Stewart's coming up to continue with you guys, and that's all for now.
Well, thank you for joining us, and wish you luck. Go and energize those kids, get them ready for the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely, thank you, appreciate it.
So here we have the 220 weight division here with Tracy Christiano, his first action here today.
Yeah, we're looking for a big day out of Tracy today. If he's one of the kids who can work and get a lot of wins for us underneath, even at top, we can have a good day for the team score. We're really dependent on him today. This is a big match for us.
And, he's had a pretty good season so far. He's in a weight class with, about 8 wrestlers in it. Could you foresee him coming out of this one?
Yeah, I could definitely see him getting a W here. The big key for Tracy right now is we're going to want to try to stay on this kid's head, get a snap down, work front head, brands. Hopefully he gets after it.
And quickly, both of them going straight for the head, and it's exactly what you expect. They want to dictate.
Yep.
A little bit of hand checking here early on.
Tracy's doing a good job of trying to keep a favorable tie, keeping his right arm on his head. See, when that kid works inside, we want to try to get out of that. That kid's trying to look headlock right now. Hopefully Tracy feels that, gets his head out.
Tracy going for the leg.
You got to stay down on that leg.
And now Tracy on the ground, trying to avoid the pin.
Hopefully he can bridge out of this.
It's going to be a gymnast at the moment.
Tough one.
Yeah, can't win them all. Tough spot to be on the ground, and very, very tough to get out off the ground for these higher weight classes.
For sure,
too.
get all that weight on you. And that was a 4 versus 5 seed match, so that was right there. 2 tough, close competitors.
And Tracy's going to go over and talk to our guy Colin, get his thoughts on that last match. Yeah. So here we are for the 126 weight division. Is the consies right now.
Yep.
We have James Philbin going up against Greg Nichols of Pelham.
Yeah, this should be an interesting one. Philbin, he's a long, lanky kid. He doesn't usually like to shoot in on kids, but he likes when kids shoot in and sprawls and gets behind them. So let's see what type of strategy he goes into this one with.
And both trying to get their hands back behind the head. Both doing a great job of batting the other.
Both
the other
long, lanky kids. It's gonna make for an interesting one with the reach.
Yeah, definitely. The frame's very similar. Build's very similar for the two of them. It's gonna come down to technique in a match like this.
Conditioning too. Cardio, big thing. Snap. See right there what we want to do once they get in on our legs. We got to try to get our legs back. Sprawl, work that kid's head. If they get too deep in our legs and start to run us backwards, it's not looking good.
Yeah, and James even started to backpedal there, which only added to that momentum he had against him.
Some clock issues.
I think there's a clock issue. I don't think we're down to 19 seconds already.
Put it back to 28.
There we go.
Look for some drags here, Philbin.
And still a lot of hand checking, both going down. And trying to, now both of them get back up.
Very clear both these wrestlers have the same style.
And no one giving up an inch early on. That will end the first, and zeros on the board. Well played from both of them.
Yeah, very well played. You don't ever want to do anything too risky in the first period, end up on your back too early, so might as well take it safe, try to set up your shots. Deferring is a good move. So this round we're going to get to see if Philbin can hang on or not. Try to learn what we want to do for our next round too. Hopefully we can get a nice,
Yeah, and
good job staying behind them, following them, not let them up yet. Hopefully we can try to sink a bar arm here. Keep breaking them down, knee in the butt. Yeah, he's looking good on top right now. He's looking real strong.
And first time we've seen that today where he's actually been able to get on top, get control over the other fighter in this matchup.
Yes. Hopefully we slip a bar arm right here on the side. Philbin does a good job of getting wrist control right here.
Hands on the wrist, still working, both grinding.
Half. He's doing good. Need to stay behind him. Oh, he's got the half. He's trying to run it. Up. Hips in. Good hips by Philbin. Sinks the half. Tries to get chest on chest. Let's see if he can tee off on him.
He's pushing him over, trying to drive with those legs as much as he can.
Oh, this is looking good for Philbin right here in this position. Hopefully we can stay here for as long as we can. Post that arm a little more. Let's go reverse half here. Rip his head up.
Time is running and running. Still plenty of time for him to get the pin in this round.
Definitely got the 3 points for back points already. So we're just trying to, there it is. Nice pin for Philbin. Great to see a kid like that win. Real hard worker.
And Philbin with that win, a great outing, and you would hate to see someone go out and lose 2 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome to see him bounce back like that.
Definitely.
And he's going to have some words over with our guy, Colin Leddy, and, still a heck of a lot more action to come.
Oh, yeah, a lot of wrestling today.
I'm here with James Philbin, 126, big pin there. Keep your hopes alive. How big was that to, keep it going forward?
It was everything. I lost my first match, so going in the second one was a little bit jitters, but I knew I needed to get it done.
Yeah, big time win. What was the difference between this match and your first one?
This one I was more prepared. I knew what my enemy was, and I just went for it.
Absolutely. Congratulations, man. Let's keep this thing going. Maybe try and get as far as you can. And we got more coverage all day for you.
Time for the 220 weight division, and Tracy Christiano will take on Lawrence Gibbs.
Yeah, this should be an interesting one. These kids both wrestled each other throughout the year. I'm pretty sure they have a split on the season. I know Tracy beat him during the duel, so hopefully we can get another W here.
Tracy looking to bounce back from the match earlier that he had. Would be huge for him to get a pin, get those extra points, but I'm sure he'll just take a win.
Yeah,
here.
Moving on right here would be huge for Tracy, especially someone who's coming in as a first-year wrestler. He's had a tough season a little bit, but we're definitely getting to come along. You see big improvements in him in the room every single day, so we're just really rooting him on.
Yeah, hope for the best for him, and in this upper weight classes is a different style at times of wrestling, and maybe he has to be a little quicker out of the gates. You think he might try to change things up after his first match here?
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to want to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't think he needs to speed anything up. He just needs to be a little bit more thoughtful with his moves. He needs to have some more presence. He needs to make the kid feel him a little more, move him around.
Still waiting for his opponent to make an appearance. Looks like
he's stepping on the mat now.
Gibbs tossing on his headgear, getting ready to start off this match. And, of course, on the right side, we do have Tracy in the red and blue shorts. On the left, Gibbs in the purple and black.
1 minute first period here in the consolation rounds. And they're off. Oh, Gibbs going for a headlock right out the gate.
And Tracy kind of uses momentum a little bit, had him go back towards him.
Had a good feel for it. Hopefully we can work the inside ties.
Both of them getting down low in an athletic stance, looking for someone to make a mistake.
Yep. Tracy tried with a nice little duck under. Just couldn't get a hold of that leg after. Trying to shoot. He needs to clear that tie before he shoots. He can't just shoot straight on like that. That's how you go right into the kid. Oh, Tracy with the headlock, though. Felt it real good. Gibbs tried to headlock him. He felt it, popped his head out, and he threw it himself. It was real nice.
And Tracy on top, riding that headlock under 20 minutes to go, 15 seconds.
Hopefully we get a pin here. This would be big team points. Suck him back. Nice.
Pin for Tracy, and that will be a win for Plymouth, and some extra points that Plymouth.
Yeah, really big. Right now we're trailing behind Bo, trying to catch up. So this is really helpful. Big pin for Tracy right here.
Awesome job by Tracy, and looking forward for the rest of the events today. Also looking forward to the interview Tracy's going to have with our guy Colin Leddy.
I'm here with Tracy Christiano. Just comes off a pin at 220 in the consolation round. This is your first year wrestling, right, bud?
Yep.
So I mean, how much props do you give to your coach for getting you ready and you're getting a win in the state tournament?
Well, it's been very difficult for me since I've been like doing driver's eds and stuff, but I've wrestled that kid the first week and he beat me every time, but I just wanted to get better just so I could beat him. So
Exactly. So you keep moving forward. What's the biggest takeaway that you can take from that match that'll help you in the next round?
but the biggest thing I need to work on is not getting put in the headlock, and that kid tried to do it, but I didn't get caught in it. So
Well, congratulations. Kind of keep this ball rolling and see how far you can take this thing. Again, we're going to have coverage all day for you until we get to the championship rounds.
Time for the 106 weight class. We have Charlie Como taking on Wyatt Reinhardt of Bow, and obviously Plymouth Bow. This is a huge matchup.
Yeah, we're 1-2 right now in the standings, so this is a real big one. Charlie Como, kid who really likes to get after it. He's one of my favorite on the team. He has one of the best mindsets, best attitude, works the hardest. Oh, he's trying to throw headlock. Gets it. Oh, but the re-roll, he feels it. Gets behind him. Oh, neutral. 2 for Bo. Headlock did not pay off.
Como has to keep his composure here.
Yep, nothing to be too worried about yet. Still early. Kid's riding high on boots. Charlie needs to build his base, get that leg out of there. All right, good restart here off the whistle.
On the inside of Como, was definitely killing him there at the end.
Yeah, it is. It's real tight in there.
And Como going to start down here.
Sits out. Hopefully he can switch into him. Charlie's trying to tripod up, shoot for the head. It's good. Kid's riding high. He's going to get the reversal.
And great job by Como.
Yep.
Driving with those legs.
Hopefully he can go Brands right here. There's a reversal. Hopefully he can suck back. Yeah, that looks tee off on him. He needs to get his leg out from that other kid's leg out from his leg.
And the other kid knows that he's whipping around with his toes.
That kid's holding on for life right now.
Getting his leg up and over.
Oh,
and out of the
there
way.
it is. There it is. This should be pinned.
Still 40 seconds. Trying to get that, level down there.
This ref does not like to call pins. There it is.
There we go. Definitely was a couple times he could have called the pin there. And
that was a real big win for Charlie Como. He's going to be in the state finals, the D3s, beating Bo. Huge pin. Huge pin. All right, now we got Jason McAllister coming up here, 113.
Starting to get some back-to-back actions. A lot of these Plymouth wrestlers still going here.
We got a lot of kids in the semis today, so this is a big round for us. This round's really where we can pull away from Bo right here.
And McAllister is a guy in this 113 class, just 4 other wrestlers in this class, so it's wide open here.
Yeah, anything can really happen here. McAllister's a kid. He's a really scrappy kid. He likes to get in, try to get a nice double-legged sack. Oh, up 9 points now after that last match.
Yeah.
So we're looking good.
44 Plymouth, Bo at 35. And McAllister going at it right now.
Real scrappy kid here. Doesn't like to get turned. He's wrestled the Coe Brown kid before, and I believe we were winning, and then the Coe Brown kid came back and won. So hopefully McAllister can figure it out here. Be calm, cool, collected, but also get in there and be scrappy.
Yeah, and he remembers that last time. He's not going to let his emotions get the best of him. Even if he has that lead, not going to let up.
Yep.
Both of them just trying to get their hands in the right position, dancing around a little bit.
Yep, a lot of hand fighting here. Oh, looks shuck. McAllister's reaching for that leg.
Letting his opponent get his hand around his neck, because if he gets that leg, he's taking him down either way.
Just needs to set up the shot a little more instead of just reaching. You can see him reach for the leg, but if he really got onto that kid's arms, cleared him, and moved him and shot, a lot more effective.
And nearly gave up his own leg there. Got someone behind him.
Hopefully we can get our hips away. Nope, 2.
Swept out by that lower leg. Great job using leverage by the other wrestler.
Very good. Coe Brown looking to try to ride tough here. McAllister needs to build his base, get that leg, get that Western hook out of there. Oh, Coe Brown looking for the butcher. Yeah, looking for a butcher here.
McAllister fighting it as hard as he can. And he's doing the right thing here with keeping his hips.
Yeah, just needs to keep his hips up. Hopefully try to stand up, but that's just so much pressure in that hold.
He's
got to his base. The kid's still trying to hook legs, Western hook it looks like.
Down to 12 seconds and 10 seconds. He's doing a great job fighting to stay in here. Still 0-0.
Coe Brown, he gets a turnover right at the last second for some back points. Coe Brown sneaks in a quick 2 back points with only 4 seconds left. That hurts.
Yeah, that's big. Up 4-0 now. Big points there at the end, but.
Yep. So it's our choice. McAllister takes top. McAllister likes to go tight waist ankle here for the breakdown, so hopefully he can get that going. Oh, he's working on that arm. Oh, there he goes. There's the escape. Reshot. Trying to scrap in there. Trying to pull it in. Keep sucking. He's
slowed down. Yes.
Yep. Looks like we're going to turn into a front head position a little bit. Coe Brown going for Brands. McAllister headlock. Coe Brown was able to pop his head out, though.
I like the aggressiveness there, trying to end it all in one.
Yep, definitely trying to get those points back. He knows he was down 4, trying to make a comeback. It's a good look. Now we just need an escape here. We need to start working.
Escape pin, and you're right back in this, but 7 points, it could easily get to a pretty sizable deficit if it doesn't start scoring something soon.
Yeah, potentially dangerous. Too much on the shoulder right there.
Good call by the ref. You don't want anyone getting any significant injuries out here.
Hopefully a good restart here off the whistle. We need McAllister to come hard.
McAllister
fires up. Almost still fighting off Coe Brown's legs. Gets to his feet, but he gets dragged back down.
And you can see the confidence that his teammates gave him there. He looked up, saw him cheering him on. It gave him a little extra strength there.
Any little energy boost you can get is always helpful.
And the whistle blows again, out of bounds.
You can see it in McAllister. He looks a little tired, a little beat up. He's a gritty kid, though. Hopefully he can bounce back.
Yeah, he's had to work a lot harder than the Coe Brown kid in this matchup. Spending a lot of time down on the ground fighting back.
Yeah, Coe Brown's doing a good job of staying on top, staying behind the shoulders, and just grinding on top. Bar arms. Looks real tight. He has it tight. He's trying to run it. McAllister, he's going over. Ref gives 2 back points so far. He's got to let go of that bar arm, though. It's up. Counts another 3.
And yeah, he's just racking up some points here.
Switch to the half, gets the back points.
Now 9.
20 seconds. Let's hope McAllister can bridge off his back here.
He's doing a good job of it so far. 12 seconds still. Fighting it. Keeping that leg turned over. Did eventually give up the pin. But, fought to the nth degree.
Fought as long as you could. Once you get into those type of positions, there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders and just your ribs and everything. It gets real tight in there. Can't always get off your back.
Yeah, tough match. Good outing there from McAllister. He's going to have an interview coming up with Colin Leddy. Still a lot more semifinal action here at Winnisquam.
I'm here with Charlie Como. Just comes off a big pin right there. And he's going to be going to the finals, Charlie. How big was it for you to get that pin?
It was pretty big. I'm glad I can contribute points to my team. And, I'll just give it hell in the finals.
So now you're going into the finals. What's the game plan now? It's all right in front of you. What are you going to do to get over the edge?
Just wrestle tough. Never give up. Keep going. Use my motor.
Absolutely. This kid's got a motor at the 106. He's going to the finals. We'll have all that coverage for you here at Pemmy Baker TV.
Here we have J.C. Garmr in the 132 weight division.
JC's a real strong kid. He likes to get in tie-ups and shucks kids. So hopefully he can get in there and work his stuff.
Right now a little bit of hand checking, holding the hands down there.
Yeah, the Campbell kid's real long. It looks like, outside shot looks like it's going to be there all day on this kid.
See if he's going to recognize that. A little easier for us to see it from up here.
Oh, definitely. That's why the coach's perspective is always better than the wrestler's perspective.
So still hand checking right now. 1:24 still to go.
Yep, back to the 2-minute first round periods in the semis. Oh, nice. Way to feel that.
And got him on the ground up back behind him.
Hopefully we can get a nice breakdown here. Chop that arm. Tight waist.
Making moves.
Campbell going for the switch. JC does a good job shutting it down.
And getting back in control once again, JC Garmr.
He's doing a real good job staying behind the kid's shoulders. Tries to lift, brings him back down. Gets 2-on-1 on that wrist, tries to drive him over it. Good, nice breakdown, sinks bar.
And JC still controlling with that right hand, grabbing around, getting to his left as well. Got one hand around the neck.
Up, looking to go crossface butcher now. Oh, pancake! Oh, he tried to pancake him. His arm went right over his head. Kid saw it coming, ducked him.
It did get out of bounds there. Had a chance to get flipped over, possibly give even more points.
Reversal, so we're gonna go 2-2. Hopefully JC fires off the whistle here. JC sits out. Does nice switch. Brings it in. Cuts across double. That was a really, really nice reversal. Practiced that a lot on Friday, actually.
And you can see, the confidence, exactly where to go with every motion. The footwork, something that really stuck out to me. Not a step wasted.
Nope. Went right from one move to another move. Sequence nice. After the end of the first period, up 4-2.
And
Campbell chooses bottom after Coach Cleary decided to defer.
And with Campbell on the bottom, and JC going to start on top. Gets his ankle.
Does a nice job with that ankle tight waist. Breaks him down. We're going to get a restart here.
JC's, doing a great job here, mixing things up. He's not sticking with just one thing.
We try to make sure that we don't get reversed again like last period. I'm sure the coach is telling him one, not two. Tight waist again. JC really likes that tight waist. He's got those long arms, long, strong arms too.
And he's got that hand around trying to work the other one. Keeps his hips moving in position.
Sinks in a Western hook on that back leg. Looks like they're trying to go stack here. Kid does a good job flattening out for the stack. When you try to stack someone, you want them to be a little based up a little bit. So he switches off nicely to the half.
And JC making a move.
Going Gable series now, trying to rip that arm out. Smart going back to the ankle to keep breaking him down.
Knocked that leg out, really took away any momentum the other side had.
Kid's trying to cut away. JC does a nice job switching to that double and keep knee sliding in.
And JC really starting to make his opponent a little frustrated.
JC is the definition of a gamer, in my opinion. Not always best technique, but he wants it a lot more than the other kids, and you can see it sometimes.
So right now, not a moment has his facial expression changed. Locked in for this event. JC going to start on top once again.
Doing a good job riding him so far this period. No escape, no reverse.
Up 4-2 right now. 40 seconds still to go in the second.
Yep. 30 more seconds. Up. Gets to his feet. Doing a good Campbell kid doing a good job hand fighting. Gets away. Cuts away nicely.
All
right.
Good job. And a lot of hand fighting going on right now.
Oh, JC kind of needs to fully more commit to those shots.
10 seconds. JC down.
Gives up the 2 there at the end. That was just sloppy wrestling. Needs to try to keep his hips off the mat, start circling a little sooner than that.
Yeah, real killer there at the end of the timer there.
I'm sure the coach is going to take bottom here. Yep, just like he does. JC, all he needs is 1 point for the tie. If he gets the reversal, he'll be up 1. So we're in good position here. We just need to make something happen on bottom.
We'll see if he's going to go to his go-to right here.
Stands up, get to his feet nicely. Hand fight, stay in. Gets out of bounds. One of the keys for wrestling is once you get to your feet, you kind of want to try to stay in bounds. That back wrestler has a problem returning to the mat, you can get a stall call against them. So you kind of got to use strategy a little bit too.
I'll see what he goes with here. He goes for that sit once again.
Hip heist, nice.
And there we go. It's all tied up.
All tied up here. Got a good one.
5-5, a minute 40 left.
JC needs to do a better job of clearing that collar tie. Needs to get that kid off his head. There it is. In and out, JC, in and out.
Yeah, right back at it. JC got his right hand around the neck.
Campbell kid looks like he's kind of gassing a little bit.
Yeah, hit the turf there. JC nearly jumped on him.
Looks like we're trying to go butcher here. Trying to stuff that head. Brands maybe. Head in the hole. Nice front head. Kid just kept going out of bounds.
And now, JC, he's got to find that extra.
Definitely got to keep pushing the pace on this kid here right now.
He knows that he has, the better conditioning here. If he keeps pushing this kid, he's going to break at some point. Getting down to the final minute.
One of the things we try to pride our team off of is beating kids in the third period. We do a lot of sprints, a lot of extra runs, so hopefully JC can use all that extra work right now.
And still with that hand.
Look, shuck. There's the shuck.
There we go.
Oh, kid gets on his leg. Crossface, crossface, crossface hard.
Pushing.
Needs to just get his legs back. Sprawl. Needs to get his legs back here. Kid does a good job coming up between the legs to see if he can thread and let.
And I don't know where he's going to go from this position, but man, both of them not giving.
JC needs to do a good job fighting that head. Yep, there it is. Get his leg back. Snap. Snap.
15 seconds.
Head in the hole. Front head. Nice. 2.
10 seconds.
That's how to get it done. Kid's trying to switch. Really in there deep.
5 seconds.
JC does a good job staying behind him.
3, 2, 1, and he's able to.
Great win for JC. JC moves on to the state finals, D3s, after a barn burner with Campbell.
Awesome match there from JC. Never gave up. A couple of times I thought, he's going to give up the he's going to give up the points, but
it was
never.
Always close. JC's definitely a gamer.
And that will do it.
Now we're moving on to Hunter. Third period. 1 minute left. We're up 15-3. Hunter loves to ride legs. Needs to do a good job of making sure he keeps his hips in good position, though, when he keeps those boots in. Looks like he's trying to use that power half to get backs right here.
Doing some nice job racking up some points here. Trying to get that technical finish.
Yep. 15 points or more, tech fall.
He just needs 3 more to get that.
And there it is. Now Hunter's moving on. D3 state finals. And now back over to mat number 2. We got Griffin Smith wrestling Noah Strout. Noah Strout, Oyster River, 1 seed, really tough kid. I've seen him up around a couple different weights this year, but he cut down to 45 for D3s. Griff, senior captain, always trying to wrestle his best.
Yeah, we'll see if Griffin can, pull off a little upset here. Right now, it's anyone's ball game, 0-0.
Noah's got a good job getting in there. Hopefully, Griff can keep trying to use that wizard to get his hips out. Sneaks out the back door, though.
That's going to be 2 points against him. This other kid, he's really good. He's got a lot of great technique.
Noah Stroud is a really, really strong kid. Works a lot in the offseason on his technique. And you can tell when he comes to these tournaments, and he puts it on some kids. But Griff, he's going to do his best job building his base right now. Trying to get out. It's only a 2-point match. Nothing to be worried about yet.
It does look like he's giving up a little bit of size, but, that's not going to be the deciding factor. He still can easily, pull this out.
Griff's a very strong kid, really good conditioned. So hopefully, as this match goes on, we can start to use our lungs a little better.
Right now, he's just in a tough spot down there. His legs, hands. The other wrestler knows where to position
Strout's doing a good job controlling him on bottom. Sunk the half nice. He's doing a good job controlling Griff's arms while Griff's on bottom. As you can see, he's got that arm underneath Griff's trap. Just let go, but he recaught it. Griff's trying to squirm his way out of bounds. Unfortunately, he gets pinned.
Yeah, it is close but no cigar would have had to keep
Yeah.
going for another 20 seconds. Very, very tough to do.
Noah Strout, very, very good wrestler. Tough match for Griff right there.
Yeah, tough match, tough loss, but all credit to him. If you're gonna lose, you might as well lose to the guy who's probably gonna win.
For sure,
the
for
weight
sure.
class.
Hopefully he can come up underneath big for us and get third.
And Colin Leddy probably gonna be flooded with interviews now, but we're gonna send it over to him. He's probably talking to someone. There you go, Colin.
That too, we got Cole Johnson coming back up. 1 seed for us, freshman. This kid is really, really athletic. Easy, you can see him being a ball player instead, but smart choice coming out for wrestling. He's a real tough kid.
He can play ball, in the other seasons. He's got wrestling to do right now. And here we go, underway. Both of them just kind of, putting their hands out, trying to feel the other wrestler out.
Palmer here from Newport. He does a lot of good stuff usually when he's on the mat. Seen him at a couple different tournaments throughout the year so far. He's always been in good position. He's tough, doesn't just roll over for you. This should be a good one.
Yeah, both of them just sizing each other up. No one wants to make, that first misstep.
Yep.
Seen a couple of fakes.
Cole does a nice job getting that leg back. Tries to look headlock, doesn't feel it, gets out of it. Nice job not forcing it too early.
And the two of them just going back and forth. Cole, fighting off another attack there.
Cole does a good job when someone shoots on his legs of getting back, popping their head up, and trying to look headlock. That's really what he likes to do.
Very skilled and definitely not something you want to walk into, is that being a headlock.
Definitely not.
Both of them going out of play there.
1 minute left here in the first.
Start back off, standing up.
Cole still doing a nice job getting legs back. Palmer with the good reshot gets him. A lot of kids don't realize when you do a nice reshot after you shoot, kids still aren't always ready to defend themselves after that first shot. So if you get in on a second shot deep, nice easy finish sometimes.
And he's got him down up on now 2 points still.
Cole trying to sit out, needs to make sure he doesn't get sucked back. If he feels that suck back, he needs to start rolling. And if the kid starts pressure in, look hip ice.
Cole looking to try to, put some kind of counter arm, making himself really big down there.
Good job not letting that kid lock up that cradle right there. Oh, reaching back. Oh, gets away. I'd rather him not reach back for the head and focus on just getting that escape, but he got it, so we're looking good.
Yeah, he'll take the good end with the pad as long as he comes
always
out on top.
Still looking headlock. Like I said, Cole really likes that headlock. Gets a quick 2.
Yeah. Tough there to end that first section. 4-1 now. Pretty tough. You wonder what he's going to end up doing here, if he's going to be down or up.
Palmer defers. Coach clearly likes to take top here with Cole. Nice long arms. Hopefully you get a strong, tight waist here.
Let's see what Cole has in store. Going to have to work from behind.
Breaks him down decent.
Driving.
Oh, good Granby from Newport. But Cole catches him. Oh.
It's just slipped over
Newport
the top.
did a good job of not giving up after feeling it. Kept moving. That's really one of the biggest keys on bottom. You just got to keep moving.
And now Cole is on the bottom. He's now switching sides. He's the one that has to keep moving. Down 6-1 here. Does not want to give up a pin for sure. Does not want to give up any extra points because he can still turn this one around.
Yep, does a good job getting to his feet. Needs to get his hips back. Does a good job staying up.
Nearly picked those 2 arms away.
Once he gets to our feet, hopefully next time Cole will be able to do a better job at getting to Palmer's hands, hand fighting a little bit, and cutting away from him.
And now trying to get Cole into a tough situation here with his hands around his head and
they
his
go
leg.
out. Yeah, Palmer there was looking for that cradle. Real strong kid. Once he gets that locked up, it's real tough to break that grip.
1 minute, 3 seconds remaining. 6-1 is the score. Actually, maybe not a minute and 3 seconds because they're going over to the scorer's table.
Ref's checking on something here.
And
looks like we're all set.
Yeah, all set. Nothing changed on the scoreboard. So still 6-1. Still 1 minute 3 to play in this second leg of the match.
Palmer looking for the suck back.
And he got him down on his back.
Cole does a good job getting his hips away, squaring back down to his belly.
8-1.
Oh, sucks his leg in. Hopefully he can bring this all the way up and run the pipe.
Trying to get it up there, but
tried to go inside trip. Palmer did a good job feeling it.
now Palmer with his hands all over Cole made it like nearly impossible for him to lift him without, lifting both of them over.
For sure. Palmer with the pin.
And yeah, that's a big win for Palmer. Able to upset Cole Johnson here in the 152 weight division.
Cole is a young freshman. Yes, he was the 1 seed, but I still think he has a lot of good wrestling to come today.
Not done today. Gonna put on a show here later on, and we get right back at it. More action here.
Right on to 160 now with Alex Hamill, senior. This kid right here loves to get after kids. He's a real funky kid. A lot of kids like to shoot in on him. He does a lot of good stuff with rolls and his hips.
He is the 1 seed in the 160 weight class. We're gonna see what he has to offer here.
White Mountains kids are always tough, got good coaching. Hamill looking shuck.
Both of them with their hands up, back behind the head.
Looks like he's trying to set up a shot out of motion.
Tied up high.
Good job getting heavy on that head.
Clubbing those hands around, trying to get him back behind the head.
I like to see him after he gets heavy on that head when the kid tries to pop his head back up, looking for a shot.
Both of them not giving it up an inch. Minute 15.
Both kids still feeling each other out.
And there is an earthquake.
Big pin looks like it might be coming up on that one.
And got it around the leg there.
Hamill needs to do a good job of keep scooting his hips out. Keep getting those hips out. Nice. Oh. White Mountain's doing a good job of sucking those legs in. That's going to be 2 once he gets around the waist. Hammer with the whizzer. Keep hipping in. Keep hipping in. Oh. Tries to roll, but Hammer does a good job posting and feeling it. Catches him.
Looking for a finisher.
White Mountain does a good job bellying out.
Nice job there, to turn things around by Hammer.
Real good way of feeling out that scramble by Hammer.
15 seconds.
Grabs that ankle, lifts it. 5 more seconds here.
And that will do it for the first. Able to come back, score 5 unanswered after giving up the first 2.
Always a good sign. Shows that his head's in it. A lot of kids, after getting that first takedown, giving up on them, shut down mentally. But Hammer did a good job coming back, getting after it, not giving up. He knows what it takes, and he's going to fight for it.
Round 2 all set to begin.
White Mountains takes bottom.
Maybe just trying to work back a couple points here.
Yep, trying to get an escape or a quick reversal, hopefully, for them is what they're hoping. Hamill does a good job staying behind. Look spiral ride.
And yeah, he's just working, moving back and forth, and, not letting
White Mountain, good job getting to his feet, cuts away. All right, 5-3 match here. Semifinals, period 2.
And Hamill, went for a move there, couldn't pull him away. Both of these guys really going at it, still just 2 points separating them.
One thing to watch out for Hamill is he missed a little bit of the season with concussion, so hopefully his conditioning will be up there in the later rounds. Oh, look shot. I wish he'd fully more commit to that.
Yeah, definitely did not reach out as far as he could have there.
Big pin over on mat 1, as you guys probably hear in the background.
Oh yeah, big pin.
Underhook. Hopefully we can set up. Oh, looks shucked.
Both these guys hand
fighting for days. Doing a good job. Oh, Hammer with the shot. High crotch. Cuts across. Gives him the 2 for having the 2 hands on the mat real quick.
And yeah, there we go. 7-3 now.
30 seconds left. That was a big takedown. Hopefully we can keep him down on the bottom of the mat, not give up another point or 2 here.
Trying to ride this out for the last 20 seconds, but out of play. Clock
We're going to get a nice restart here. Usually when you're on bottom, you like to get the restart. Nice quick breather. Try to fire off the whistle. But hopefully Hammer does a good job. Tight waist. Look for that ankle or that arm. Chop him down. Caution. Got on too early.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive.
Little too anxious.
It's all right. Don't lose any points for it. No harm, no foul.
Breaks him down nice. Gets him flat to his belly. One of the biggest challenges when you're on top trying to ride someone is just getting them from their base to their stomach.
Now 8 seconds. Down to 5. 2.
Does a good job at finishing out that period on top.
Yeah, definitely, won that period here. Ready to go right away.
Takes bottom right away.
He's ready. He wants to finish this up. He doesn't want his opponent to get any extra breaths.
No, yep.
Because I think he is the more conditioned athlete.
He looks it. He wants it more. One of the biggest things we try to tell our kids, whoever wants it more is going to get it. Good switch. Comes up. Lat drop right to his back. Really good feel right there for Alex Hammer. I've seen him do that a lot in practice. Hopefully we can finish him off right here. Keep sucking back. White Mountain's trying to warm out of it a little bit. Big pin. Big pin in the semifinals here for Alex Hammer. Love to see a kid like Alex end up in the finals here at D3 States.
Awesome move there from Alex to finish off that match. A winner for Plymouth, another pin for Plymouth, who actually leads in the scoring right now, 76-40. Well, that may change.
Get a quick update.
Yeah, just refresh the browser. We're going to have even more updated scoring for you guys. I hope you're all enjoying our interviews with Colin, Leddy as well, throughout the game. But so far, a good day for Plymouth. I'll give you the top 3 right now. Third place, Campbell with 61 points. Second place, Bo with 74 points. And in first place, Plymouth with 87 points.
I'm here with J.C. Garmr following a 7-5 decision here, and that'll take him to the Division III State Championship round at the 132 spot. Is that what it says? So, you really had to grind that one out. What was that like?
It was hard, but Coach Cleary gives us some really good cardio. He pushes us really hard, so we learn how to dig deeper than other teams and push through, and you just got to do that. You just got to dig through and push.
So what's going to be the X factor in your next match? Obviously, you're going to try and take some hardware home. What's going to get you over the hump?
Well, first things first, I'm going to take a nap because I'm tired. And then I'm going to eat some food and just wrestle the best I can and wrestle smart against my opponent.
Good luck the rest of the way. We have a couple guys we want to get to as well. Plymouth's performing very well today, and hopefully they'll be taking some hardware home soon.
All right, here we go for Johnson, second time out here today. Going up here against Winnisquam. What do you expect from this match?
I'm expecting Troy to go out there and handle his business. He's the 1 seed for a reason. We've wrestled this kid throughout the year already. I believe Troy pinned him pretty early, so I'm expecting Troy to go out there, look for his shot, just get it done.
So now up against Chaz Hibbert of Winnisquam.
Troy's got such long arms. Chaz does a nice job sprawling on that first shot. Troy looking ankle pick, gets it, goes right up to the reverse half.
And yeah, you can see Chaz just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, just trying to bridge off his back as much as possible, and then it's over.
Troy just trying to work, get that pin. He does.
Nice, quick work for Troy in the semifinals here. Saving his energy for later.
2 pins in a row. Look like also to our left, the Bo kid is able to pull out a win. So still going to be very close.
Still a very tight race. It's going to come down to the end of the day, for sure.
And it's not due to the other teams not showing up. I think it's just due to Plymouth and Bo dominating.
Yep.
So here we are with the 170 weight division. John Panish going up against Joshua Hoffman.
consolation round here. So first round is 1 minute. Panis does a good job getting on his head. Looking Brands, gets it right away. Gets up. There's 2.
Roll him over on his back, just working it.
Just keep posting. Nice.
Nice spin around from
Cuts him.
Hoffman.
Cuts him. Looking for that double leg takedown. Does a nice sprawl. Panis does a good job not letting the Campbell kid get to his legs.
Just spread him out wide, make it very hard to reach, and he just keeps driving.
Keeps running him right over.
Got him on his back, but
The old-
another good escape there from Hoffman. But Panis racking up some serious points here.
What does that say? 9 already? 9-1?
Somehow, yeah. Unless there was a
Panis is
mistake.
putting it on him right now.
10 seconds.
So in a 1 minute period, Panis has a big outbreaking scoring.
Yeah, he knows this is an abbreviated match, so he can use that extra energy, not have to worry about
he
expending it.
definitely went after it. Panis is he's a real strong kid. You can just tell his back is huge, big legs, strong grip. He's going to do a good job in these ties.
Now 2 minutes for this section.
Snap. Look, Brands again. Might as well keep throwing it. Oh, double leg.
Got the legs, got him on his
Half.
back.
Panis cuts him right away. Oh, nope, stays on. There it is. Now he cuts him. Panis, first-year wrestler. He has some trouble wrestling around on the mat a little bit. Still a little inexperienced, trying to learn. But he does a great job on his feet. So Coach Cleary does a great job letting him get his points, get his 2 takedown points, then just let him back up. No need to do anything funky and get put to his own back, especially when you're in control of a match just like this.
Yeah, he can just keep adding points on. Maybe he's even going to get up by 15 here if he keeps going.
Definitely looking for the tech here. See, in a situation like this, we should have just cut him.
And now they're both back up, nearly giving up the leg.
Panis does a good job getting his hips back up. Fires into him. Nice little small, short double leg takedown.
15-14 now.
Coach Cleary yelling for him to cut him. And just keep taking him down. This is a real good strategy right now for Panis. He just has such a good leg attack. He gets in deep again, drive, finish. Perfect. And he's going to let him right back up, I bet.
There we go, 17-5. Does let him right back up.
Take him down again, Panis.
Looking for that opening to dive in at him.
Campbell kid here, he's really going to have to start. He's going to have to start looking for something here, because if Panis just keeps being the attacker, he's going to have no shot to make the comeback. He's going to have to look for a big 5-point move, either like a headlock or a lat drop or some sort. But Panis is still just doing a great job working on his head. Brands again, right to his back. This might be it.
Got him down good, trying to get that level.
Good night, Irene.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Is he going to be able to hold out?
I don't think the ref's going to give the pin
2,
here.
1.
Able to stay off of his back.
Very close. Very close.
You can see that the Campbell kid did a good job using his elbow as a post to keep his, I think it was his left shoulder blade off of the mat.
All right, either way, somehow he kept the one off.
Well, it looks like we're going to get the tech fall here, up 15, so that's a great win for Panis. Great win.
Great win for Panis. Great win for Plymouth as well. Going to keep it rolling.
It looks like we
here.
got Joey D coming up. Joey D, interesting story. He only weighs around 160 usually, and we needed him to bump up 2 weight classes. So on the way here, he was drinking waters, just gallons of water, trying to make weight. And we were sitting there waiting for the weigh-ins. And he's, Coach, I got to use the bathroom. We're like, nah, you just got to hold it in for a little longer, buddy, a little longer. But he made weight, and he's looking good today. He's a real tough kid, freshman, does what we always tell him to do, never gives up. He's going to have a great 4 years to come.
Here he is. He's giving up a little bit of height on this one, but, he's not a guy that's going to be worrying too much about that.
He does a great job in the room working with us coaches, wrestling all the time, so he should feel comfortable wrestling anyone, hopefully.
And thing that stuck out to me in his first match is how strong he is when he's just driving those feet.
Yeah, he's
running
a football
people
player,
over.
linebacker. He does a great job using his feet and just driving into you. It's what he's trying to do right now, kind of, sort of.
Yep.
Kearsarge got a good job of getting in that front head position, though. Slipping around the back for 2. Kearsarge looking to go cradle. Looks like he's got those arms locked, just trying to bring him back. Throws in boot instead.
And nearly got him flipped there.
Joe needs to do a good job kicking his feet. Yep, just like that. Kicking his feet up, He's high, go up high. Front head.
Got him yet. Now they're both back up.
Up, headlock, here it comes. Joey throws it.
And he's got him in it.
Oh, the time just runs out. But Joe with a huge, huge headlock with some back points, so he goes up 4-2 at the end of the first.
Nearly ended the whole thing right there.
Hey, if this was the championship bracket, we still had that extra minute in the first round. That could have been it. Kearsarge got lucky with the first minute.
Back up to 2 minutes now. Kearsarge's going to be looking to avoid that headlock again.
That's what's tricky about those headlocks. They can come from a lot of different positions.
And both of them just
Joey looks like he's hanging pretty high for that headlock.
Got his hand flipped around for a second, but quickly back to
the collar side.
Didn't like what he saw there.
I liked him get that underhook out of there. Oh.
No,
needs to pop his head out. Kearsarge, being the taller kid, getting that leverage on his head really hurts us. Oh, Joey, good job getting to the leg, though. Hopefully he can run the pipe. Kid just does a good job just twisting him and crunching him down.
And he's got him down on the ground, 4-4 now.
Needs to do a good job. Builds his base nice. Needs to look away from that half. Needs to look away and rip it off.
Minute remaining. His headpiece actually getting ripped down in front of his face.
I wonder if the ref's going to stop it soon to fix the headgear. Looks like he's just going to let him keep wrestling. Joey still trying to be
50.
tough here. Just got look away from the half. When someone tries to go half on you, one of the key things is look away, reach up for their hands and try to peel it off your neck. Unfortunately, Joey wasn't able to do it.
Pinned there. And you got to think that the headgear definitely did not help.
Definitely did not help him. Joey's he's a young freshman. He's going to come back next season. He's going to be really, really tough. You can see the heart in him wrestling up 2 weights today. That kid has a lot of size on him. He still went out there and gave it his all.
Yeah, definitely an impressive performance from him today. Even if he didn't win it, all his matches he was there. He could have won them all right there competing all the way till the end. Nearly won this one in the second with that attempted headlock as well.
Yep.
285 weight class. We have for Plymouth, Ethan McDonald about to face off against another bow wrestler here in William Zachistall.
So once again, another tight match that has big importance on the team race. Winner of this will face Tyler Bill in the finals. Ethan, big, strong kid. So is the bow kid, so it should be an interesting one.
And after seeing Bill go in the round before, we wish luck to whoever wins this matchup. There we go, 2 of them on their way, going back and forth.
Ethan's doing a good job trying to stay heavy on his head.
Now get that arm back around the side. Gets
back,
him down.
sprawl. Ethan needs to get his legs back. Rip that ankle.
Yeah, got that ankle.
Pull that ankle up high. He needs to start stuffing his head too. That'll help get his hips back down onto him so his hips can use pressure onto his shoulders instead. Good stalemate call there. Both big men weren't really going to be moving too much there.
Yeah, it would have been a long back and forth there. Just a lot of running around in circles. 0-0. A minute 25 still to go.
Once again, these heavyweight matches, one of the biggest things is just trying to be heavy on your opponent's head.
Both of them just pushing down on that neck.
Lot of weight going into these boys. Back and forth, the force.
So that pull back and forth, waiting for someone to slip up, push momentum the wrong way.
Ethan trying to duck under that arm a little bit, trying to post. Bo trying to control Ethan's wrists. Bo with the favorable tie here. He's on the inside. Ethan tries to look other side, call it side. Bo shoots. Ethan sprawls. He's trying to look brands. Look brands. Gets it almost. Oh! He needs to just hit his hips out.
Back up.
Ethan right there, all he really needed to do was just let go of that arm, get behind him, and he had 2 points. That's where the inexperience comes in for some of these wrestlers.
And not thinking about the points, mostly just thinking about
trying to just
alive.
pin him. He just wanted to flip him over.
Both
once again,
on the wrist.
Yep, still just hand fighting away. A lot of head pressure with these guys' foreheads together.
5 seconds. Looks like gonna end 0-0 after the first. And what'd you see in that first?
Just a lot of hand fighting. Bo looked like he was trying to take shots. Ethan did a good job trying to get his legs back. I think if Ethan does a better job of just getting under Bo's head and getting under his chin a little bit better, we're gonna have a lot more control of Bo's head and start getting some more points on him. Both going neutral again for the second period. So we're gonna see these big bears dance around for a little bit more.
Yeah, no one really getting a big edge.
Oh, Ethan got his head down. He needs to look to keep snapping them. Just keep snapping at it.
Both of them going down towards the mat. Ethan lost his hand positioning. Now, Bo wrestler.
Bo does a good job getting behind. Gets his 2, but then he lets go once they hit the mat. Ethan's able to pop right back up, getting escaped. So it's 2-1 here with a minute 30 to go here in the second period.
See if Ethan can get a takedown here, take things over for Plymouth.
Yeah, takedown here puts us up 1. Both just hanging out in that collar tie, ear to ear.
Going back and forth.
Ethan looks like he's trying to shuck a little bit, trying to do a little bit of a duck. Just hasn't fully committed anything. Both guys look like they're starting to get a little tired here. All that weight starts to come down on you at some point.
And it's going to come down to really who wants it more. If we come down to this third, and it's this 1-point game, one move could really change the entire outcome.
That's how a lot of these heavyweight matches are. You get down to the end, usually 1 or 2 point matches. One move does a lot of big difference in these tight, close bouts.
There we go, down to 40 seconds.
Oh, Ethan looking headlock. Bo feels it, goes to the roll through. Ethan luckily rolls to his stomach, but Bo ends up on top for 2.
And that was big, giving up those 2. Maybe if he can get an escape here, get one back, pull it to that little 2-point deficit.
Ethan trying to build that base. Bo got a nice Western hook. Bo comes out front. Looks like we're going to give him the escape. There's one. Shoots in. Ethan comes back, sprawls.
Nice
snap.
Job.
Need a nice re-snap.
And still fighting over here, 2 seconds.
Still hand fighting, trying to control wrists.
Until a 2-point deficit.
Ethan down 2. Plymouth's choice. Coach Cleary. Coach Cleary asks if he wants top, neutral or bottom. Ethan goes bottom. Hopefully we can get an escape here, reverse, tie it up, or either be down 1 and then takedown will win it for us. So we just got to keep working on bottom, just like I always say. Bottom man just keep moving.
All right, let's see if we can get out of it here, start things off. Quickly down. Unable to fire out after the whistle.
Bo doing a good job trying to get wrist control. And that Western hook still, just trying to keep Ethan down as much as possible. Bo doesn't really have to do much here to win the match. He's up 2.
And yeah, he knows his positioning. He's getting coaching throughout the entire match. Knows what he has to do. Now a minute 20 still remaining.
Ethan's gonna need to make something happen. Up, Bo looking cradle. Ethan tried to do that fat man stand up when he posts up with your outside leg. Bo saw it coming, tried to sneak in the cradle. Ethan did a good job getting his head back out, but he's still broken down in his base, trying to rebuild.
And now trying to get that base back up, get out of that bad positioning.
Sitting on that foot still with the Western hook. Ethan needs to sit into it, pop his foot out, and start coming up.
He's trying to get that foot out, cannot do so.
Broken back down.
Big move there from the Bo wrestler. 40 seconds.
Ethan's gonna have to make something happen here.
And Bo wrestler got his hand on Ethan's ankle, trying to move positioning. Ethan back down on the ground, needs to make something happen here with just 20 seconds.
We're going to need to look for a Peterson roll or something from the bottom. But it's not looking too good. Bo doing a good job of getting the half, getting the wrist control, running it.
10 seconds. Tough match for Ethan right now, 4 seconds.
Bo did a good job of staying aggressive throughout that match, I think. They were the shooters. They were the ones trying to get it done. Ethan just needs to come back strong for the rest of the day.
And day not over for Ethan. Still chance in a couple of matches later on today. And if we could actually move over to
Mat 2 real quick. We got a 113-pounder McAllister working in the Conti round here. He's looking to go butcher here on Kearsarge.
right now 4-1 the score in the second for this match with McAllister.
McAllister, when he's on top, he likes to look half and ankle and try to run it. You can see him on the near side trying to reach his arm in for the half. He gets it, pulls it across, and rips it. That's a nice half Nelson right there for the pin.
And that's a win for McAllister.
And we got James Philbin coming back up on mat 1 now in the Concies. Our 126-pounder here, wrestling against White Mountains.
Bunch of hand checks. Philbin picked up.
White Mountains does a good job taking him down.
Philbin down on his belly.
Needs to build his base back up. Gets to his feet, lift, trip. Nice mat return from White Mountain right there. Philbin back to his feet. Gets lifted again, but still falls into his base. Gets locking hand. Free move. Let's see what Philbin tries to do with it. He's trying to look switch. He goes in.
Hand around the neck shortly.
We get an escape, and we get 1 point for the locking hand, so we're going to be tied up here, 2-2. White Mountain back in on that leg again. Philbin's going to have to do a better job of sprawling.
When he gets down, he's very quick to get into that wide stance, but from there, what does he do? Well, he's got to do something else from that spot.
You got to start being the attacker at some point. You can't keep letting the kids shoot in on you.
And not the worst situation after one. Definitely could have went better for him, but 4-2, not an insurmountable deficit at all.
Definitely not. White Mountain defers. Plymouth choice. Plymouth chooses bottom. Philbin on bottom. He's going to look to fire off right off the whistle. Get some pressure right back into White Mountain. Fight up. Get some hand control.
Fires up quickly. Almost
broken back down.
Quickly back down now, though. Where's Philbin go from here? He's made another attempt to stand up. Brought back down to the mat quickly. Philbin still down there grinding. He needs to do some more movement.
Definitely needs some more movement. White Mountain's doing a good job of getting wrist control, even though they're riding parallel a lot. You'd like to see the guy on top not stay hips on hips as much, because that turns into stalling at a certain point. So he needs to start moving to the side, and we need to start moving a little more. So both guys not really doing too much right now.
Yeah, it is getting into the later on. I think these guys have wrestled a couple of times. I don't after just one match. I would do that. As some of these guys come up here just dripping in sweat, if you go 3 rounds.
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
This is a real long day for a lot of these guys. It just shows how tough some of these kids are. Not a lot of kids, so hey, I want to spend my Saturday at a wrestling tournament.
Yeah, the whole Saturday.
Yeah, the whole Saturday.
It takes commitment, for the sport. Practices. You guys, how long are you guys in the gym when you guys do practices?
We like to get in there right after school. In the beginning of the season, we spend a lot more time in there just drilling, trying to get our cardio up in the beginning of the season, just making sure the kids understand good technique, what we want them to be working on. Now that we're in the later of the season, kind of know what moves we like, kind of have a feel for it. Now we're just focused on trying to stay sharp and keeping our cardio up for sure. That's one of the biggest things that go on, just running and running and running. So we start to cut down practice from like a 3 to a 5 o'clock period to more like a 3 to 4, 4:30.
Yeah, well, they need all that extra energy for
today.
This right here, out here. They're spending a lot of time fighting Philbin. And a little bit of a bad spot here.
White Mountains does a good job getting him to go to his back, but Philbin's tough kid rolls back to his belly.
They gave up the 2 points, down 11-3. But it looks like he's going to get out, to be able to survive this round, barring a pin here.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we should survive this round. It's starting to get up there into that major decision, tech decision sort of score range. So we're going to need to start getting some points here for sure. An escape before this period end would be huge.
Does not want to give up another takedown before the period ends. 10 seconds.
Definitely don't get turned.
Down to 5 seconds on the scoreboard. And still grinding hard.
White Mountain's looking for that stack, but
man, that was close.
Philbin does a good job bellying out and getting his head out of there.
Nearly gave up points there at the end, but when you're down 11-3, are you looking for the pin here in the third?
Yeah, you're definitely. What we call them is feet to back moves. So we're looking for 5-pointers. We're looking for something. See, Philbin was trying to look underhook. We're trying to jack some kids up. We're trying to look for throws at this point. We're trying to get either, and when we're on bottom, we're looking for some funky rolls. Peterson's just trying to get back points, put kids to their back. You don't really think you're going to start cutting kids and taking them down once you're already down 10 points. So you got to start looking for something else. Clearly, your normal offense wasn't working.
And, Philbin just getting, walked around here.
Good job getting to his feet. He just needs to cut away. There it is. There's one. Let's see if we can start to take this point and keep rolling with it.
I got plenty of time. Minute 20 is...
Shoots. What I'd like to see is a nice pancake off one of those shots. Philbin just not quick enough at getting those legs back this time on the shot.
Tried grabbing the ankle. Couldn't find it. Down to a minute.
Philbin still moving. White Mountain trying to lock cradle. Brings it back. Philbin's able to roll through to his stomach, though. Nice job using that momentum to not stop right there on his back.
Yeah, it looked like for a second there he may be finished, but great awareness there, at a time of crisis to keep his wits about him, flip it over, and stay alive here at 45.
A lot of kids match 4:17. They'll just give up right there. I like that he's still fighting. He's still rolling. He's still trying to get after it. Doesn't always work out your way, but you see a lot of character in these type of matches.
Yeah, you find out what your team's made of. Philbin,
unfortunately, gets tech-falled here in the third.
But, great match there from Philbin.
Yeah, real great day for him today. I love that kid. Really, just a great competitor. He really tries his best.
With the 145 weight division, we have Griffin Smith here for Plymouth, about to step up and see what he has to offer.
Absolutely. Griffin's our senior captain. He's a great kid and an extremely hard worker. I'm very proud of how far he's come this season.
Smith, earlier today, earlier today, competed very well. I was really impressed with how aggressive he is in his match earlier today.
Absolutely. It's funny you mentioned that because one of our biggest things with Griffin is teaching him how to slow down and kind of, not be too aggressive and not, be trying to score too many points and take his time in a more strategic fashion.
Yeah, especially in a match like this where you're going to have possibly 3 rounds. You don't want to go into that third round gassed, huffing and puffing, because the other guy's going to see your chest moving really big, the look on your face, and they can sense it when you get tired out there.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge component of it. You're absolutely right. That's a huge component of it. But another thing as well is when you're attacking and scrambling a lot, you're also putting yourself in position to be scored on sometimes. So, being aware of that and keeping solid positioning is so important.
The risk-reward factor, definitely one that Griff's going to have in the back of his head here going up against this wrestler from Winnisquam in Cam Roberts. And, the builds for both these guys pretty similar as well. No really huge size advantages as far as, arm length goes, height goes.
I'll tell you, where Griff gets a lot of kids, though, is his gas tank. Griff has he's a pretty strong kid, but he has a really, really good gas tank. You see Winnisquam guys in on that high crouch. He switches off to that outside single. Griff's got a nice deep whizzer, and he brings him to the mat.
Griff's got his leg held up a little bit right now.
Yeah, he's trying to put that foot up on the shelf on his outside leg so he can finish. He comes up to the waist. Griff still got that whizzer. Nice. He's still got that whizzer.
And Griff still just
comes up to the head. Oh! He's on his back.
And
then up. But see how he brings his hips up? He brings his hips up, and he can kind of get off his back from there, maneuver off his back.
And that down to 5 seconds. Just trying to stay alive, keep it moving, and he does so. And gonna have a chance here. And they added a couple points on at the end, so 5-0 here. Starting off after that first period. Now you get 2 minutes on the scoreboard for the second period. Plenty of time for him to get 5 points.
Absolutely, plenty of time.
Let's see who's going to start where. Both of them starting standing up here in the second.
Watch out for Griff's double here. Griff's known to have a pretty good double leg takedown, so we'll probably see him work to, get a set up there and hit that shot. Up, but he gets in on that high crotch, can't really pull it in.
Yeah, had the first hand, couldn't quite get the second on him.
Exactly. Back to that outside single position.
Doing a good job of just keeping his feet wide, not getting taken down.
Absolutely.
Easily.
See how he extended him and broke that grip. Gets his 2 points there. And now he's going to start working on that 2-on-1 butcher. And he's got it. There goes the back points right there.
Big move by Griff. Got him on his
See
back.
if he can work for a fall here. This would be big for Plymouth right here, this fall.
A minute left. And a nice move from the Winnisquam wrestler to be able to punch out of that.
Absolutely. One of the hardest things to do in wrestling is get off your back.
And Griff back on top, trying to work him once again to the back.
Yep, he's got a nice arm bar in there, and you see he grabs that lower wrist, grabs that far wrist. He's going to try to run it, readjust there.
Those feet. Also doing a great job of switching sides.
Absolutely.
Whenever he can to keep the other guy off balance.
And a good suck back here. Griff puts him on his back with a nice reverse bar. Let's see if he could settle in here for a fall this time.
Got him on top of him here with 30 seconds, and he finishes it with a pin.
There it is. Big pin for the Plymouth team.
Awesome move by Griff there to finish him off. And looks like we're going to have quickly again another Plymouth wrestler getting ready over on the side. A lot of guys getting out into the semifinals and into the finals here.
Absolutely. Here we got Cole Johnson. He's a freshman, and he's one of our most promising young guys. I love watching this kid wrestle. He's really dangerous when he wants to be. Guys, he'll put guys on their back.
And he was the 1 seed coming into the day. Has had a great, regular season here for Plymouth.
Absolutely. He lost to a kid he actually beat in the earlier in the year at the Plymouth Invitational in the semifinal, which was a hard-fought match. So see how he can do.
And this wrestler he's going up against seems to keep going, one knee down early on, try to, keep that really low positioning.
Absolutely. Usually guys there are looking for more explosive shots like a low single or some sort of, low ankle outside single of some sort, but we'll see what he hits. Oh, Cole scoops up a nice high single there, and he runs the pipe and finishes. Nice job, Cole.
And he's got him on the ground. We'll see where he's going to try to go from here. Has a couple of options.
He's got a really good bar arm. That's where you might see Cole go here. Up, but he's working for that half.
Moving around, getting over on the side.
Yep, if he can sink it a little deeper and punch that hand through, the other guy could be in trouble, but he's fighting it down pretty good.
And, the other guy knows what he's trying to do, trying to fight his way out of it.
Absolutely.
And, these 1 minute periods catch me off guard at times.
Absolutely. I mean, it's something that you have to take advantage of, or take account of when you're developing your strategy as a wrestler, It really changes a lot when you have a 1 minute period. You got to really work to get your points quickly.
And right now,
he sprawls, nice sprawl. He's got him in the front head position with an underhook there. Let's see if he can re-snap him.
Just trying to get him, and looks like they're going to say he went out.
A little stop in the action there.
Both of them are standing back up. We'll see if they can get another quick move on him. This is the second period here for Cole. Up 2-0.
See these guys battling with the wrists. Cole's a guy who really likes to get up on those wrists and work there.
And he was looking for Cole's right leg there, couldn't grab it. Nice job dancing away.
Absolutely.
Attempted to get Cole down with a little bit of a leg takedown, but a nice job of awareness there to step away from it.
Cole is really good in this front head position. He's got, good control of the match there. He's probably going to keep trying to work there and try to see if he can score some points from there.
Still just that 2-0 lead. Nothing that you would say is totally insurmountable. He's still going to play some very, very safe wrestling here. He doesn't want to give anything up.
Absolutely, and this is something that you see from higher level wrestlers. They're able to wrestle without trying to score points, especially when they're up winning, and not get called for stalling. It's one of the hardest things in wrestling to do.
Cole's got,
he's got that cement mixer, but he can't keep his hips up. Oh, he's going to get some back points scored on him.
That's tough where he had the 2-0 lead.
Absolutely. Short
10
time.
seconds.
He's gonna have to explode to get out here.
5 seconds, 4-2.
That guy's got that cross-face ride. That's tough.
He's not getting out this period, but hey, still have another one up and coming. We'll see if he can turn it around.
Got plenty of wrestling left. Whole period of wrestling. A lot can happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised, more points haven't been scored between these two, but I think they're both playing a little safe here. They know that if they make one wrong move, the other guy's going to totally capitalize on it.
It's funny because that's something you notice as the tournament goes on and the competition kind of gets tougher. You see less and less falls and more close decisions.
And starting down is Cole.
Yep, he's getting his arm trapped down there. He's trying to work up to his base. He's riding that low ankle. Our top guy here from Kearsarge. They go out of bounds, breaking the action.
And the referee saying, hey, you guys got to get back a little bit. There's quite a few people sitting on the edge of the mats.
Yeah.
And slowly creeping their way into the ring.
I'll tell you what, the crowd's been into it the whole day today because it's such a close tournament.
Yeah, I think it's only going to pick up more as the night goes on.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Cole's in that the front standing position. He's going to try to break those hands out and get free.
And, he's just fighting.
He keeps his hips up. He turns in, and oh, there it is. He catches the arm. He's on his back. See if he can get the fall.
Got him down.
Looks like he's got it. There it is.
There we go, and that's got the Plymouth side riled up. Getting a win there for Plymouth.
Some good momentum with some guys coming in the Conti round up top.
Awesome job from Cole Johnson there.
Here with Griffin Smith, comes off a big win in the consolation semifinal rounds, puts him in the finals. You're in a good spot to maybe get a spot in the New England. So, what's your temperament right now going to the final round?
Right now I'm going for third. I was seeded fourth, so I'm going for better than I was supposed to get. Pretty happy about that so far. That match was close, almost got pinned, but really never give up. That's the biggest thing about it all, never give up.
Yep, very well said. We're going to have a lot more coverage. If you can't tell by the bags under my eyes, it's been a long day, but we got a long way to go. So let's keep this thing going, take home some hardware.
John Panis going up here against a Winnisquam wrestler who wrestled really well against a bow wrestler earlier today. So
absolutely,
it's going to be a very interesting matchup between the two of them.
It's tough because I don't know if Coach Stu mentioned, but Panis has given up quite a bit of weight here. He's usually a 152, so it's kind of tough for him here.
Yeah, he's giving up the weight, but does get pinned there.
Yeah, it's hard when you're wrestling up like this, man. It really is.
Other wrestler also a very skilled guy as well.
Yep, he likes that cross-face cradle.
And quickly over and done with there.
Absolutely. Good season for John this season, though. Lots of leaps and bounds for him technically.
We're up on Tracy here. Tracy Christiano at the 220 weight class here. A tough time in his first bout today, but let's see what he does here.
Tracy's another one of our first-year guys. Look at it. He goes for that pancake, and he might get the two there. He's one of our first-year guys. But gets the worst part of the scramble. He's one of our first-year guys that's made a lot of leaps and bounds. We're very happy with the effort he's put in, and he's going to be a big piece for the Plymouth team next year.
And right now, just trying to get out of a bad spot here on the ground. Other guy's working, pretty good, pushing his head down, moving from side to side.
Absolutely, he's got that wrist trapped. Tracy's got to get that wrist free if he wants to build up to his base and get up. And there he goes. Ooh, but the other guy comes up and uses that claw to bring him back down and uses a big chop, break him flat.
Yeah, tough for the bigger boys to get up from the ground, especially when the other guy's putting all his weight right on top of you. Down to 5 seconds. Does not look like he's going to be able to get up in this first round.
It's the hardest part about being a big man is getting up off the bottom. You're absolutely right.
2-0 is the score. Tracy fighting himself down, but hey, you can't come back if you were never down, right?
Exactly.
And big eruption. I thought there was a pin, but there's no pin on the other mat.
Big 2 points, though.
Tracy over here fighting back and forth. They got their hand positioning back behind the neck, both of them.
Working in those collar ties, trying to stay heavy on the head. That's the name of the game. You know, the higher level you get of wrestling, the more intense the hand fighting gets. Oh, and Tracy's in on a double leg takedown, and he gets it. Oh, and he puts him to his back.
There we go. Might be able to
He's
get
got
the
that
pin.
reverse half. He's looking for a fall.
At a minute 20, it looks good for Tracy right now. Because you have to keep the pressure on him.
There it is
And
right
got
there.
it.
Huge win for Plymouth right there.
With the win, giving Plymouth some much needed points because, you know, it's going right down to the wire with Plymouth and Bow today. It could go to the final match.
Absolutely. But that's what we like to see in the sport of wrestling. Some great competition.
Here it is, the finals for the 106 weight class. Charlie Como of Plymouth here, you know, representing Plymouth Regional High School, and the Bobcats here today. The first finalist, first final bout we have on the docket here.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for this bout right here. These guys have battled it out earlier in the season, going in the favor of White Mountain. But I can imagine that these guys are two different wrestlers than they were in December, so I'm interested to see them wrestle again.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be, you know, cool to see how they develop, how they've changed their game. We'll see if, you know, the outcome's going to change here.
Absolutely.
It's definitely going to be a close one, though.
Definitely. I mean, Charlie's one of our workhorses. I mean, I'm really curious to see how his hard work pays off.
And they are all set to go. Whistle blows. We're underway. 2 minutes length for this first period.
Charlie goes right to that head, snapping that head down. He's trying to get a front head position right there.
And just working those hands, looking for somewhere to go. Dancing around a little bit.
Nice shock throw by right to it. Oh, and then he cracks him hard from the top with the 2-on-1. He's got that 2-on-1. He's putting some heavy pressure on him.
Trying to get that arm back behind.
He's got to be careful here.
You don't want to be too aggressive in
You
this
don't want to
stance.
be too high.
And if he is too high, the opponent can then flip it over on him.
Yeah, exactly. But look, he comes back behind the arms. Gets a tight waist there.
And he knows he's not going to win it all, you know, very easily in one move. So just trying to take some calculated moves, use that muscle memory, all the things you worked on all season.
Absolutely. And like I said, Charlie's one of our hardest workers, and he's one of our most tenacious kids. And we work to an escape. Charlie lets him up to restart from neutral.
A little bit of strategy in play there with that move.
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie just doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want to give up two for reversal. Oh, and he's in on the double leg. He's working around to catch that, hook that ankle and get two. It's close. In a scramble position here.
Both.
And that looks like two to me, but it's close. He's got to hook that. He's coming to the White Mountain's coming to that far ankle there. Yep. What Charlie's got to do is work to his ankles and try to hook in on him.
Charlie loses his hand control for a moment.
Ooh, the potentially dangerous. You see his knee was twisted up under there. So the ref put a stoppage to it.
Good call there by the ref because, you know, a split second longer and, you know, anything can happen in just a moment.
That's the first job of the ref, is to look out for wrestler safety.
2 seconds, and that'll end the first round.
Great period. Some good scrambles in there, some good attacks from Charlie, some good defense from our White Mountain kid here. And green chooses neutral.
So 2-1, neutral positioning to start off the second.
Oh, and he hits that shuck again to his back. Let's see if Charlie can work for the fall.
Oh, other kid doing a great job flipping it over.
So he ends up in the front head position. Let's see if he can score from here. And Charlie's gonna stay on top. Oh, he gives him one there. That's a good call. It's pretty much Charlie lost control there. Guy was in a front head. Charlie had no control, so he loses control, and the other guy gets one escape. Oh, and now he's in on an outside single.
Tough spot to be in.
Absolutely. That Iranian position's real tough there, that backdoor position. Charlie's a tough scrambler, though. Let's see if he can hold out for a stalemate here. He grabs that far ankle. Now these guys are working to get height.
And Charlie just holding on to that ankle for dear life, doesn't want to give it up.
Oh, now he's locked that near side cradle. Charlie's got to be careful here not to get pinned.
Keeping his back off the ground while he's still fighting with that leg.
Yep.
Trying to work the handoff. Then he's got a smart move to try to pull the leg in, though.
Absolutely. He's got to be careful right there, though.
What is that little, anything you can do, I can do better on that move?
Nah, this is just a tough position to be in. Charlie's pretty much just focusing on trying to break the grip right now.
And only 40 seconds left. I mean, if he can keep holding up, as he's doing, it's going to eventually be a reset.
There it is. He's breaking that grip and he's getting free. But the White Mountain kid slick.
24 and pinned there at the last moment.
And that's a tough loss. That's all right though. Charlie Cuomo's a freshman. This is it's a big moment for him.
He'll be back.
In the finals. He'll be back, exactly.
A great outing there from Como, unable to get the win, but he's arguing. He said, "Hey, I wasn't really down yet, but he might have been down there."
Wrestling is a very emotional sport.
Yeah. At this point, you can just pretty much say everyone's got a little bit of an injury.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. It's impossible to get through a whole season unfazed.
Trick is, don't let the other guy know which part's hurting. Right?
Exactly.
Because they'll be pulling on that, you jerking it around.
Exactly.
Doing whatever you can to get that little extra boost.
Absolutely.
Here we go, McAllister.
And here, Jason loves being in this collar tie position here.
Thought he was going to pull him back for a second.
Yeah, he was looking for a headlock there, to chuck a headlock, but I think it's a wise decision not to this early in the match. You see these guys circling, trying to get an angle.
No one giving anything up yet. 0-0 down, already halfway through this first section. Down to 30 seconds. Still going around, circling.
Shot. McAllister sprawls. He's got that outside single, though. Yep. Brought it to his feet. McAllister whizzers and gets that butcher. Let's see if he can do anything with it here.
Got him in the side, pulling that arm.
That's good defense right there by McAllister, and he's going to try to spin behind to get two. But that guy's going to catch that near leg.
And right as time ran out, nearly able to get some points there. But he lost his hat.
Happens.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often today with how many times you guys putting their hands behind the back of the head, pulling and
used to happen. It used to happen to me all the time. My headgear would always fall off. And then McAllister starting from the top. He chops to that 2-on-1, has wrist control. Now he's going to work for a turn here. Bottom man's trying to work up to his base and try to figure something out to get one or two. McAllister's working for that signature half that he likes, and he's got it locked in. Let's see if he can turn the guy and get some points out of it.
He's got him down there. See if he can get it. Keeps moving keeps moving those
the guy
hips.
he hits that hook and roll. That's tough.
Tough spot to get out of here.
Absolutely.
It looks like he's also on the shoulder that's a little hurt too, so that's not going to help McAllister. He's fighting to keep out of it.
He's very tough,
Got his hips turned. So he's keeping his composure down there. It's just, is his body going to have enough? Still fighting very hard, able to roll over onto his belly.
What a great fight by Jason McAllister. That's
awesome.
The type of wrestler he is.
Awesome move there by McAllister.
And he reaches up for that. Oh, he's got that, Bo guy's got that near side cradle locked in. That's going to be a tough position to fight out of.
And McAllister doing the kicks, everything he can to try to
break it
out. He's doing a great job to rock back and forth.
He is, absolutely.
Nearly has that ankle out.
See that guy trap that near ankle, though. That makes it tough for McAllister. Oh, but he maneuvers off his back.
Belly.
I'll tell you what, he is not an easy person to pin.
And we got 30 seconds left. You know, trying to get this pin in these next couple of seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to do it the way McAllister's fighting.
No way. You see McAllister's trying to trap that. He's got that high crotch, that crackdown position again. Let's see if he can work that guy down to his hip and try to get 2 for reversal.
5. 3
Up
seconds.
there, he comes up to his feet. That might be 1.
Takedown. Couldn't quite get it.
That's close. That could have been 1 there.
And now here we are. This is going to be, to decide it all. It's 8-0. So, what do you think the game plan is going into the final?
Oh, man, you got to put someone, when you're down by this many points, you really got to work to put someone on their back. I mean, Jason's got to come up with a 5-point move. This guy's riding a little high. He catches the head. He might have it here. Jason might have it here. There, he gets on top and gets a reversal for 2. Let's see if he can slap in that signature half and put this guy on his back.
He's trying to do that. Got his hands around the wrists of the other wrestler for a moment, but a nice job by the other wrestler, just kind of rolling his hands while he's rolling his body forward to try to just break that grip any way he can.
Absolutely. These Bow guys, I mean, we dueled them pretty recently, and they're a very well-coached team, and their guys are very technically proficient.
And now McAllister still working from the side, maybe looking to switch things up a little bit because not getting too much headway in this current position, but he's making the other guy work a lot harder.
Absolutely, and I know he's digging for that half down there, trying to get wrist control, keep wrist control, and turn this guy.
And how long until the other guy figures out that he's trying to go for that half? Or do you think he already knows by now?
He already knows, but sometimes there's nothing you can do about it.
45 seconds.
With wrestling, we usually see guys good at certain moves, and they usually go back to those moves, very frequently. So
yeah, well, if you're a power hitter, you're not going to go up there and bunt, right?
Exactly.
You got to stick to what you know.
That's perfect analogy.
Here we go, McAllister with 30 seconds left.
This is grind time. This is the time that he really needs to get going and try to get something going here. Up, and he's got that half. Let's see if he can do anything. Oh, he peels it off. But his arm's still down there. Let's see if he can work it back in.
The other guy knows he's going for that half. He's holding on to McAllister's wrist as he's reaching up over for that shoulder. 5 seconds. McAllister knows time is running up.
And a great fight for Jason McAllister here.
Fought all the way till the nth degree. He doesn't look as tired as the other guy. Looks more tired than him after that one. But.
Yeah, we condition our guys, let me tell you that much. We're a very, very well-conditioned team.
Great job for McAllister. And we're quickly over to the mat number 1 over here. And you've got Joe Cleary, number 1 seed in the final here.
Yeah, this is one of our blue chip guys here, Joe Cleary. He's a great athlete, wrestles great from his feet. And more importantly, he's a great kid. We love having him on the team in the room. And he's a positive role model for all the other guys.
I wish Joe luck in this match. He's got, his work cut out for him here, and we'll see if he can come out on top. Would be the first final bout win today for Plymouth if he can do that.
Absolutely. You see Joe working in his ties. He's trying to get a good angle. And there it is,
Goes
that double leg. He shoots it right there. He's got a beautiful double leg.
Quickly, he's trying to get his ankles around, take the other guy's legs out of the game.
Absolutely.
He knows what he's trying to do out here.
Here he's working with a one-on-one. He picks up that near leg. He's trying to step that other leg through and get a Turk. Doesn't get it. Transitions right back to that wrist.
And Joe just keeps working, keeps those hips moving.
Absolutely. Now you see him stuff that half over the top. Doesn't get it. Breaks right back down to that 2-on-1.
Joe just grinding, getting those legs around, keeping his hips up on top.
Absolutely.
2-0 score, a minute still to go. And every time the other wrestler starts getting up, Joe immediately, with the hard shoulder, pulls him right down.
Absolutely. That's the most important piece of being on top, is being able to break a guy down from that bottom base.
And over to the edge, out of play. Going to reset now in the middle.
Now Joe's going to try to break this guy down right off the whistle, as you see, but the guy got to go first. Oh, Joe hits that suck back, doesn't get any backs. Works to the 2-on-1. He's trying to sink that bar down in there.
Smart move by Joe there. The guy went for the seating position and perfect counter, pull him right back onto his back.
Absolutely. That's a move that we really tried to go over at the beginning of the season. Oh, and look at that arm bar by Joe Cleary. He's got to get his hips back, and he'll be able to able to finish it.
Almost had it. Good job of the other wrestler to get over on his belly.
Absolutely. Get some near fall there.
And Joe
now he's working for that reverse bar. That reverse bar suck back. He is really good with that. Him and his drill partner, Garmr, really good with that.
And keeps moving around in circles all the way till the end of the round, and a 9-0 score.
Great period by Joe Cleary.
And just showing, total domination at the moment. And a quick conversation from the Winnisquam coach to the umpire. Maybe concerned about safety there?
Usually stuff like that is about points, technicalities. It's usually not too much about safety, unless, there's a illegal slam of something of that nature. But usually those little meetings are about points. Oh, and Joe hits that switch right off the whistle, gets a locking hands call. So he has a free move. So he's going to try to throw the guy, and he does. That step-through throw with the over-under. Yeah, he has him on his back. Let's see if he can work for the fall.
Getting a lot of points now.
There it is. There's that reverse bar that I was just talking about. Look at Joe sag back and try to get that fall. This is a big fall for his team.
Joe really dominating in this matchup.
And there's the tech fall.
I think he wanted more than that. I think he wanted the pin there, but
absolutely,
he'll take what he can get, to win the entire weight division.
Absolutely, not a bad day if you're tech falling in the finals of the division tournament
and not giving up a single point.
Exactly.
And great job from Joe Cleary. We got next.
We're up next at 132, not at 126.
Yeah, so we're gonna toss up on the screen for you guys the matchup here over on mat 2. Right now, it's a pretty close one. Third period of play, 4-0 scoreline.
Here you see the Kearsarge wrestler in on that high crotch. He lets go. Bow wrestler's in that front head position and tries to get that cement job, and he's got it. Let's see if he can get the fall here.
And the stands are rumbling. If you were outside, a pin is very close to occurring. And that will end that round. A very close matchup there, though. But
now we're up to the 126-pound weight class. Going to be an interesting final here.
I'm here with state champion Joe Cleary. How good does it feel, Joe?
It feels great. All the hard work's really coming now, so that feels good.
Yeah, it must feel good. You get your team some points. You're moving on to New England, so how much pride do you take in that you're going to be representing Plymouth at the New England tournament?
It feels great. It just feels so good right now. I wish I got the pin for the team points, but I'll take it.
Hey, you take what you can get, right? Cheer on the rest of your teammates. We got a lot more. Again, it's been a long day, worth every second of it, and we're going to have some more wrestling going on for you.
Time now for J.C. Garmr in the 132 weight class final.
This is another one of our sophomore guys, and he's an athletic, rugged kid, let me tell you.
And there we go, underway. Both of them, getting their hands up on top, fighting for that positioning. Hard shots, trying to get their hands up high.
Two scrappy kids here.
Garmr is backing up more. The other wrestler is kind of walking into him more. Maybe he can use that momentum and pull him down.
Absolutely. It's always a constant push-pull on the mat. You see Garmr trying to go to those wrists, get him stepping, get an angle. Ooh, and then he throws him right out with the collar
tie. That, folks, is why you know, we got the stands here for the spectators to sit on.
Exactly.
Nearly thrown out into a couple of his buddies over there.
Oh, and there's the shuck. 2. Oh, no, 2. That was a good scramble there. Nice shuck by JC, but props to the Kearsarge kid for scrambling out of there.
Yeah, nice move. It looked like he never hit the ground, the speed that he got up and flipped out of it.
Yeah. JC loves hanging in those collar ties. Trying to throw guys by.
And he just feels like he's at home.
There
in
it
that
is
position.
again.
Tried it again. Nearly almost had his leg taken out in the same motion. The other wrestler smartly put his leg out underneath JC's.
Yeah, these two know how to scramble. Oh, he tried to force it, and the Kearsarge guy responded with the headlock.
Yeah, these two guys, as soon as one of them messes up, this could be, you know, mess up, end up in a headlock kind of situation with these guys. They know what they're doing.
Absolutely. And the shuck again. Oh, but JC gets called out of bounds, and the action
Still no
starts
points given up from either one of them.
No points, but plenty of action. And those are the best matches.
Here we go again. The hands up on top, working it. If you were from a different country and never saw wrestling, you may think they were dancing at this point.
Well, you know what? They sort of are. Wrestling is sort of like a dance in some ways.
Going back and forth, hands on the head, working towards the edge a little bit too much. Maybe almost stepped out there.
JC circles in. Oh, kid hits
Don't
a
wanna
reshot.
give it up
Nice
with
reshot.
5.
Ooh, that was a close scramble right there.
With under 5 seconds to go, that would have been a huge loss to give up those points in such a close match.
And he's right back in on that high crotch. JC. Ooh, JC had that. He was in on that high crotch, but couldn't switch off to the double. JC had that nice crossface secured.
And saved by the whistle there. JC's going to elect to go down to start off this second period here.
And a good choice here in a scoreless match. JC gets his hips up. Oh, he's got to watch out. There he is. He got him on his back right there. If he could settle back and get the fall. Oh, but he doesn't, but he gets his backs out of it. JC scores 4 points there. Now he's ahead 4-0. Let's see if he can grind him on top.
JC just working with those hips, and he's
look
going
at it.
parallel with him. We'll see if he'll try to mix it up, go from one of the sides next. Got that
He's
arm
got
bar.
that bar, yeah. He's got that in deep. He's better watch that, though. Oh, he's better watch his hip level. And the reversal happens.
Yeah, he's the one on bottom, has to figure out a way out of it.
Absolutely.
Trying to just push his way up, cannot in that initial move. Now he's on his back, rolled over though.
But he fights back out, and he's going to get
he's
the
on
reversal
top.
now. Wow, what a great reversal by JC Garmr right there to get ahead 6-2.
Garmr trying
Oh,
to
and he has
roll
that
him.
arm bar, that reinforced arm bar, and he gets his hips up over him. 50-50 position
nice
here.
move.
Who can get their hips higher? Oh, and then
JC gave it up and got pinned. That was a very close count. I say gave it up, but he did not give it up. He was
very
forced
close.
into that spot.
Very close call.
That was, 1/1000, right?
Yeah.
The full 1/1000.
Yeah, I don't know about that call right there, but I don't know. I'm not the official here, but I would have called it. It was a quick pin.
It is what it is, and all the credit to the both of them. That was a great bout right there. Looking up next, 138 weight division is our next destination, and Hunter Lassard of Plymouth coming up. He was a 2 seed in this weight class, finds himself here in the final.
Here we got a guy who likes to go yard. He likes to go upper body. So I'm curious to see if we have any fireworks in this match, any big throws.
See what he's got right now. They're just waiting for on the other side the compensatory. What do you call it?
Consolation. The third place match. Look at the Bow kid in deep on that double, but the Campbell kid has that near ankle. It's tough for him to finish. Oh, he's gonna hang on to that near ankle, and he's gonna get the 2 and have that Turk. Let's see if he can get some back points out of that low leg Turk.
A little twist action here.
Oh, he secures that half.
10 seconds, and that match is just about over. Looking for that pin. Can't find it.
So here we are at 138.
Yeah, Hunter Lassard. And a win here would be huge for Plymouth because, I mean, the scoring very close in the match today. Plymouth 155 points, Bow 149 points. Plymouth needs every win that they can get at this point.
Both teams do. I mean, this is a battle. This is, you don't see this very often.
Glad that we are here to witness it.
Absolutely. And like I said, this is just good for New Hampshire wrestling to see competitive state tournaments like this. Is what we want to see.
Yeah, when you have the best going at it with each other, it just makes everyone better. Everyone benefits from it.
Absolutely.
No one really comes out of here a true loser. Everyone's still better for the experience.
Absolutely. That's the whole point of wrestling.
And here we go with Lassard's match.
Campbell guy shoots that outside single. Hunter's got that whizzer. Hunter breaks his grip. He goes right back to that. Oh, Hunter flips him up over with that chest wrap. No points.
Grabbing that back ankle. Now he may get rolled over.
He's up
here.
in that Iranian, and then there goes the whistle. Not quite sure for what, but.
And back to the middle, restarted, still 0-0. And Hunter,
he's got
doing a good job keeping his legs out wide and spread apart, making himself big.
He's trying to break that guy's grip, trying to get him extended so he can secure that front head position. But that guy, the Campbell kid, did a great job working to his up to his knees, and then he brings him up over the top. Hunter's got that ankle. Let's see if he can get an ankle roll and keep this in a 50-50 position.
Yeah,
but he doesn't.
Getting pushed over here.
And the Campbell kid secures his two.
Good job not to get rolled over there on that last move.
Absolutely.
Campbell could have good positioning. Now
got
he's got
a bar. Yeah, he's got that bar. Let's see if Hunter can fight that down.
Didn't really fully get it in there, though. Good job by Hunter to kind of close it off from him.
It's tough to get a bar in, let alone finish it. Hunter's up to that front standing. He gets returned with a back trip. Campbell kid working on that crossface. Oh, and there's Hunter's sit. Hunter sits. Oh, but he gets taken to his back. No back points, though.
Good job by Hunter to roll over onto his belly there.
Oh, the Campbell wrestler has those double bars. Let's see if Hunter can fight out.
10 seconds.
Hunter gets his arm free. Let's see if he can get his hips high.
And he does. And that ends the first period. 4-0 the score. And Hunter's going to start up in this second period of play. And
Hunter's looks like he's trying to sneak the legs in.
He's down
but
on
he
his
gives up
belly
the reversal there. Gets too high with this leg ride.
See if he can work out of it, trying to get his base set, and nearly has that.
Looking to get that base, get that outside leg up, and start standing up. This Bow guy's doing Campbell wrestler's doing a great job keeping him down, though. Now he secures that hammer lock.
And we're seeing why these two are here in the final.
There we go. I can hear myself now. Now I can. Hunter Lassard trying to work up off the bottom there.
Yeah. Sorry about those little technical problems for a short moment. But we're back here in the second, 25 seconds still to go. Hunter looking to try to turn things around here in the match. 6-0. Still plenty of time. And Hunter down on his belly with 10 seconds to go.
That Campbell guy's does a good job. He's got that western hook in, and it's really hard to maneuver your foot out of there if you got it tight. So good strategy at the end of the period to stay on top and not give up one.
Hunter back up looking for third period. He's a little frustrated. You can tell at the moment he knows what he wants to do, but he just can't seem to get done the things he wants on offense.
Let's see. He goes for that headlock, off the shot attempt, doesn't get it. And now it's going to be an uphill battle from here.
Yeah, quickly down there and see if he can work it and try to turn things around.
There he is working down in that bottom position. He's trying his best to get hand control down there and work up to his base so he can get out and live to fight another day. But the Campbell wrestler has that bar in deep, and that's been a problem this whole match. You see Hunter turn up.
Flipped.
There it is. Now they're in that high crotch, that crackdown position.
And, great defensive move from the other wrestler just grabbing on the Hunter's leg.
Oh.
There. Flipped over. Now both of them just battling.
Scramble, a 50-50 position here. Who's gonna get the better of it? Oh, and the Campbell wrestler puts his hips high. He's a good scrambler.
And now just 50 seconds left. Still time for Hunter to figure something out, but he's going to figure it out quickly if he wants to make any inroads on this deficit.
Oh, and that three-quarter stack was almost successful.
Tried rolling out of it. He's doing everything that he can at this moment. Giving up his wrist, too, which is definitely not something he wants to see at this point.
Absolutely not. Now that Campbell guy is running that half pretty tight. He's got the wrist. Runs that crossface, looking for a cradle or a butcher here. Doesn't get it. Restarting the action. 13 seconds left.
13 seconds, man. That's going to be a tough spot. At least he knows how much time he has with that stoppage. He knows he has to make a move now.
Absolutely. It's Hail Mary time for Hunter Lessard right now.
Does he have any crazy wrestling moves never been seen before?
I don't know about never been seen before, but he does have some crazy moves.
See if he can pull something. 5 seconds. Tough being down here in that position, and that is going to end that match. Great effort from Lessard, but unable to come out on top. And now we are on to the 145 weight class with Griffin Smith.
Griff's been wrestling really well today. I'm really curious to see how he does in this Constellation final bout.
He did lose to Noah Stroud, who was in the final over off screen to the left.
And Noah's one of our tougher kids in New Hampshire. He's wrestles for an independent school. I mean, his school technically doesn't have a team, so respect to him.
And here we are with Griffin, all set to begin this matchup.
There's Griffin working in his ties, seeing if he can get anything going.
Just a minute in the first, because this is not one of the final bouts. 45 seconds, both of them just working the hands, trying to get hands in the right spots.
He's in that over-under. Let's see what he does out of there. They're on the edge. Oh, good break in the action. Let's see if Griff can get on some offense here.
And now more than ever, Bow and Plymouth need to win these matches. 155 to 154 Plymouth leads Bow in the team scoring.
I don't think it gets much closer than that. Now Griff's got a headlock, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't secure it. Now he's fighting from the bottom position.
Got his base set, trying to work his way up. Get up.
That's some good bottom wrestling right there. Getting
Gets
his
the
hips
hands
free.
off,
Right
pushes the head back.
Absolutely, with under 10 seconds to spare, too. That's a big escape right there.
Nice move by Griff to end the period of play. Now on to a 2-minute period. Getting some last second strategy from our fantastic coaching staff here at Plymouth Regional High School.
Thank you very much. The Pelham guy drops right down to that tight waist ankle breakdown.
Yeah, pulled that ankle up pretty high in the air. And
Absolutely, a lot of guys in our division really like that breakdown. We see it a lot. Ooh, I'm sorry.
minute 50 seconds.
Caution there.
And yeah, a quick whistle.
There's an attempt at a chop. Griff keeps his base. See if he can keep working up.
Working it, Griff nearly
Oh,
got
and that
up.
switch. Oh, and he's got it with the reversal. There it is. Now Griff
beautiful
goes
move.
up 3-2. Great reversal. Oh, and he has that bar. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, he can't. That's all right. We're going to restart on our feet here.
And quickly back up. Nearly jumped around the other side there, but cut off at the last moment. 3-3 the score right now. Minute 20 still to go. Okay. Griffin looking to try to get his hands in the right spot.
Fighting through those ties. Griff's tough in there, man. I wrestle him in practice every day, and I always have cuts on my face because of him. Oh, and he shoots that dump, that high crotch dump. He switches off to that single leg. Oh, but Griff hangs on and steps over. Oh, and what a step over by Griffin Smith. Let's see if he can secure the fall here.
Gets him on the ground.
Yeah, there it is. That's big for the team.
Huge pin for Griffin Smith and the whole Plymouth squad, as scoreline very, very close at the moment. Awesome move from Griffin Smith.
And now we're right up to Cole Johnston at 152. That's a pretty cool back-to-back combo right there. Two great guys, two guys I wrestle with a lot in the room and that I have a lot of respect for.
And Johnson, a freshman this year, has an incredible record. How did he do it, this year, being so young and, being able to pick things up so quickly?
Well, one, genetics. I mean, the kid's has a pretty good set of genetics. He's an extremely good athlete. Two, I'd want to say work ethic, because he does work extremely hard. He asks questions and he soaks things in. He understands the sport and he understands how to ask questions about it. And three, I would say his teammates. I mean, he really, he interacts well with his teammates, and he drills with our senior Cole Johnston sometimes, and he really does a good job of soaking stuff up from him. So I would say it's a combination of those three things.
And he's such a young kid, going to improve in this system. What's the saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. But what happens when talent is working hard? We get this?
Exactly. Yeah, that's it in the sport of wrestling, and that's what I love about the sport of wrestling, is that there's no real size or talent parameters. I've seen guys who have not won a match in a season and worked hard, and in a couple of years they're winning a state title. Guys that are 106 pounds get a chance to go out where they wouldn't get the chance in basketball or football, where where size is kind of a determining thing. So that's definitely the coolest part about wrestling, is that there's a spot for most everyone.
Yeah, you love to see that. It's also not just gender specific. We have a few female wrestlers here as well today. We saw them. A couple of them did quite well in a couple of matches they faced.
Absolutely. And in other parts of the country, we're actually starting in the world. We're starting to see more and more women's wrestling, actually, which is amazing. So let's hope we can keep growing the sport, and getting it to that point where women have, the same opportunity to wrestle as men do.
So any Plymouth ladies want to try out for the team next year? They're pretty good. You might as well come on and see what you can do.
Hey, we can make anyone better here at Plymouth. I mean, that's what we try to do. We try to take each kid and take what he has and mold it into something good. So yeah, ladies, if you'd like to come out and wrestle with us, absolutely do.
Be the most popular girl on the squad. We got Cole Johnson down here, and he actually looks like the other kid looks much more stocky and he looks heavier than Cole, but Cole is taller, so it's hard to match that up at times.
You see, it's funny. My old coach, Coach Tulijan, used to say, there's the lanky 52s, and then there's the Coke machine, stocky 52s that are real thick and muscular and kind of solid. But it's interesting to see how these two kind of styles of the same weight kind of match up.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see who is going to come out on top. The other match finally finishing on our left. Noah Strout was the winner in the 145 weight class.
Congratulations to Noah.
And also congratulations to Griff, because that means he lost to the champ. So
absolutely, absolutely.
You got a little bit of bonus points, bonus kudos to take home with that one.
Griff absolutely had himself a day.
See what Cole Johnson has to offer here up against this Winnisquam wrestler, Kobe Briand. Not Bryant, Kobe Briand.
He likes to get on those inside ties and bully people up there. He's a tough kid.
See what we got here going on, a minute-long round.
He's pushing the pace, pushing him to the edge of the mat.
Pulling Cole forward, but Cole not going down, staying strong.
Cole is deceivingly strong. He might look tall and skinny, but the kid's got quite a grip. Oh, and the Winnisquam wrestler snaps down to that. Oh, that front head, but doesn't get it.
Very good balance. Great at just putting his feet in the right spot, keeping him staggered, not just standing straight up.
Absolutely. Now he shoots in on that double. Cole's got that nice sprawl, trying to get him extended and break that grip.
Hey, the skinnier arms might even play to his advantage when he's trying to weasel him in here and there. Definitely a little easier to get that arm bar set.
There's advantages to every single body type in this sport. There's a scoreless first period. No surprise to me. Here's two great wrestlers wrestling right now. Two great teams.
Yeah, here we go. The second, set up ready to go. Both of them standing up to start it off. Hands up high is where conditioning is going to come into play. You've already gone a couple of matches earlier in the day. Where do you find that extra little boost here against another great wrestler? Both of them just hand checking with their right hands back around the head. Now resetting in the middle. A minute 30 still remaining.
Minute 30 remaining. They're both playing a similar game, trying to get up on the head and stay off the leg attacks and try to get more of a front headlock type position.
Just keep working those hands.
And there's the double leg. Cole's got some good defense, though, I'll tell you that. Nice sprawl by Cole there.
Hands tied up top.
This Winnisquam wrestler is really tough in these ties. He does a great job, tying guys up and really bullying them. But there, you see he's got that underhook now. He comes to that bear hug. Now it's a 50-50 position. Cole does a great job of getting out of that. Comes over the top of that near elbow.
Still no points given up from either of them yet.
No points, but plenty of scrambling in this match.
Could end up being a 1-0, 2-0 kind of this decision if they can keep it going.
Absolutely.
So a lot of hand checking. Never one stops moving.
Well, these are two, like I said, as the tournament goes on, the quality of wrestling just skyrockets. These guys are two great wrestlers. 25 seconds left. Oh, and then you see the stall call. It is no longer a scoreless match. Cole Johnston is not in front. He's down 1-0.
And that's going to be tough. Now he has to change his game just a tiny bit. He is behind, can't just kind of play it off the entire match. Nearly gotten thrown down.
Oh, and there's 2
top.
points.
And a
nice little throw
move.
by from Cole there.
And now 2-1 the score.
That's a
awesome
big takedown.
turnaround there at the end from Cole. And now coming up on the final round.
And Cole chooses bottom. 1-2 match. Let's see how this plays
Looking to
out.
try to get that 1 point early on maybe, and pull it to a two-point lead.
Yup, and then Cole stands right up, gets right out. Winnisquam guy wastes no time getting to his shot. Tries to shoot that outside single. Oh, but Cole spins behind and gets his 2.
Nice move by Cole. Puts himself in a great spot here. Winnisquam wrestler.
Oh, he tries to hit that Granby, but Cole catches him. Let's see if Cole can catch him with that half. Oh, and he doesn't.
But got a couple points.
Still
out of
gets
that move.
still gets a 2 near full. Absolutely. He's gonna try to wear down that side and try to scoop up a bar there.
Yeah,
he's got that tight waist in tight. Switches to that power half.
Doing a great job just controlling things now. He knows he has the lead, knows that he can't give up anything stupid here.
Absolutely. 3rd period with the lead, you have to wrestle as smart as possible. And there he's got a cradle locked up, but it's blown out of bounds.
Tough call there for Cole. He looked like he was in a really good spot. Now Winnisquam wrestler a chance to get a point back quickly and then see where it goes from there. Cole doing a great job grabbing onto his arm and just holding him down where he is.
He's doing a good job of countering his bottom moves too and responding with his own breakdowns. That's a really smart thing that Cole's doing right now. Doing a great job staying behind the arms, trying to work to get a turn.
38 seconds.
Here he is with that tight waist. Let's see if he can keep chopping him over and get that wrist and work to the bar. Up, he's scooping it up. Let's see if he can get
back
it.
Slowly but surely.
25 seconds left here in this match.
Winnisquam wrestler really good at keeping his arms out wide. Not a minute, 17 seconds left. And, Cole does a great job holding down the Winnisquam wrestler.
There's a locking hands call, and Cole Johnston's going to give up 1 point.
That's a big 1 point there. As now the Winnisquam wrestler, he wants to get the release and the quick takedown, correct?
Absolutely. 1 then 2, as us coaches would say. Cole Johnston's doing an awesome job. You see how he's got that nice tight waist in? That's how he's keeping control on top.
He knew what his opponent was going to try to do, but limited that there. A great move from Cole Johnston to get the dub in that bout.
Absolutely. That was a tight bout. Nothing but respect to those Winnisquam guys. They really work hard, and they have some good wrestlers over there.
Time now for the championship for the 160s. Once the 152s finish up in their championship match, we're going to see Alex Hamill next for Plymouth.
The Hammer, as we call him. He's a real goofball, and it's funny. I always like to say that your wrestling style kind of matches your psyche, and that couldn't be more true than with Alex Hamill. I mean, he's kind of a goofier guy. And we have a possible fall, and it's the.
Bill getting close. Bo looking for the pin. Big pin coming. Bo gonna take that win, so that makes this next match for Hamill all the more important for Plymouth.
Very important.
Trying to keep updating the score as much as we can for all of you right now. Plymouth leading 160 to 154. Or actually, I should say 160.5 to 154, because you never know. That .5 very well may come back to help Plymouth at the end.
Absolutely.
A great match that just wrapped up, and another great one on the way with Hamill of Plymouth going to take on, it looks like another one of the smaller schools here at the meet. And let's see what Hamill.
Yeah, we got Pelham here. This was actually a pretty solid match earlier in the year.
Now they are all set to go in the middle.
Who's this other wrestler?
We have Hamill and Connor Maslinek.
Connor Maslinek. This was a good match last time. Oh, and he comes with that body lock right off the whistle. He means business.
Hamill brought down quick, and that's a wake-up call if you ever seen one.
Absolutely. Sometimes Alex has a hard time getting going in the beginning portion of the match. Then you see him try to attempt his famous high crotch, and then goes for a lateral drop. Doesn't get it. Comes and scrambles up, guys. This is going to be an intense match. I'm telling you this much.
Early on, these two going at it, hitting the ground a couple times. No one giving up points, though.
Some good scrambling here. I'm excited. This is a good match.
And Hamill with the pull. Oh,
nice shrug attempt. Our guys love that.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times. You know, the different schools, they all have different techniques that, you know, they go to, which is all just part of that coaching staff.
It's the coaching staff and the reflection of the coaching, you know, the coaches, you know, wrestling style and their, you know, their attitude. So it's interesting to kind of compare and contrast. Oh, and Alex is getting down to that leg. Oh, they're both fighting in that over-under position, that 50-50 position.
It's a lot makes for an exciting bout, but I'm sure nerve-wracking for the two of them.
Absolutely. Nerve-wracking for the two of them and nerve-wracking for us coaches as well. I mean, we put just as much into, you know, well, I can't say just as much, but we put a lot into this season just like these kids do. And we want to see our kids succeed. That over-under position. Oh, and he's got it. That step-through throw. And he's going to score two and maybe a couple of back points as well.
Move with his left leg. Got behind the leg of his Pelham wrestler. Took him down. Awesome move by Hamill. Gets him the 2 points.
Let's see if he can settle in on top now.
Good job not to let him up quick.
Absolutely.
Goes for the sit. Drives
he locks
into Hamill.
hands. Hamill's got the... Pelham wrestler's got the free move, and he scores a reversal with it.
A nice move by the Pelham wrestler. Now Hamill has to figure he's down on the ground with 10 seconds. Not on his back though, so not in a ton of trouble.
Oh, and the Pelham wrestler's gonna go for that tilt. Let me tell you, this Pelham wrestler goes hard. He is, a 6-minute wrestler. He is not going to go down easy. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, he's not going to tire out at all in this match. And he's got a lot of weight in his shoulder. Not a whole lot of Pelham wrestlers here, so he has to show out for a school.
Absolutely.
Typically when schools have, just 1 or 2 wrestlers, those guys usually end up being pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes. It's kind of funny how that works, right? I guess it's just a matter of chance. Alex goes for that switch and doesn't get it. Gets put to his back. But then he hits his re-roll, and there it is, the Hamill roll. And he's going to get his hips back and get some back points there.
Nice job there. Got right back on him, but out of bounds.
2 reversal and some backs to go with it for Alex Hamill here.
So 7-7. A minute 32 in the second. And quick discussion from the referees. Also gives it time for wrestlers who'll get some extra teaching from the coaches.
And that's a huge advantage for these wrestlers. I mean, getting that extra little voice in your ear of, strategic advice is huge, especially in matches, tight matches like this.
Yeah, a lot like right now, I'm not too sure what's going on over on the scorers table when they're trying to figure out the point situation, I would assume.
Yep, they are trying to figure out the point situation for sure. And it looks like the situation is resolved.
All right, it's going to stay 7-7.
7-7 here in the second period of this barn burner. Already a high-scoring match. Both guys working in these collar ties.
And
He keeps trying for that shrug. Oh, and he's got it. Oh, no two. Couldn't keep his feet down.
Always on the edge. It seems like every time one of them goes down, they're going out of bounds.
Absolutely. There's not enough space for these guys to wrestle right now.
And tried to get that leg, but he couldn't get his ankle quite around it.
Both these guys are really just committing to every move. I mean, this is a great match, let me tell you.
Tried to go for that leg, couldn't get it.
Yeah, that was a nice double leg takedown. Alex had some good defense there. Nice cross face to make him uncomfortable. Tries that shrug again, that shuck again. Can't seem to get it.
And not a bad strategy. He keeps backing up, so try to use that momentum. Every time Alex takes a step back, then he looks for the shuck right away.
He's got a weird feel. It's crazy, natural feel. He grew up with a lot of brothers that wrestled. Gets an attempt at that high crotch, doesn't get it. It's that lateral.
Awesome.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't get
Beautiful
it.
Move.
Pelham guy. Oh, and then he hits the switch. But this guy is hard to put on his back. This Pelham guy is excellent.
Very tough and in pressure situations, knowing exactly what to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 9-9 match going into the third period.
This one, you can call it on a flip of a coin. You really can't say, decisively who you think is going to win because nobody knows at this spot. With these two guys going back and forth, and 163.5 to 160 now.
Yeah.
The difference between Plymouth and Bow.
Just a 3.5 point difference there. That's not much.
Still plenty of wrestlers for both schools still to go. And
Alex gets caught on his back. Let's see if he can fight off.
Alex keeping that shoulder up. Pretty good rotation on it.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, you can never count him out of a match like this, though. He is a funky wrestler.
Plenty of time for him to turn things around.
And then you see that signature switch. He gets up. Oh, and that roll. He has got those tricky hips, Alex Hammer.
Awesome move there from Alex Hammer. Starting down, trying to get a point back quick.
Free move for Alex. There's locking hands down there when he's trying to hit that switch. That makes it just a 3-point match. So if you can get an escape and reversal here, an escape and a takedown, that would tie the match.
And what do you think? What's his go-to thing? He's trying to sit, or he's going to try to stand up?
Oh, he's definitely going to try to sit and do some funky roll stuff.
Down though now early. Great job from the Pelham wrestler to get his hands in good position.
Absolutely, his hips are in good position too. Alex is trying to hit those funk rolls on him, and he's having a tough time of really stepping over like he did before. So the Pelham wrestler is smart here. Let's see if he can maintain that intelligence.
And nearly thrown down to his back again. Ends up out of the circle, but not a bad spot to be. Resetting now.
No, whistle starts are sometimes go to your advantage, especially if you're the bottom man and you need to get out. And here he's going to try to get out. He goes for that sit and roll, and there it is.
Rolled him over, got on top.
There it is. Oh, but he couldn't quite get it.
Wrestler very, very aware, rolled over immediately.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice move on his part.
Whistle blows. Going back to the center.
And Alex needs to dig deep and and come up with something big here if he wants to be a state champion.
Yeah, this could be the biggest play here of this match. 20 seconds. Alex down in a bad spot here, 15 seconds. Pelham wrestler doing a good job just securing those hands. Alex going for a final move. And the Pelham wrestler ends up with the win here. And that will end the 160 weight division. We'll be back with the 195s next for you guys.
Here with Griffin Smith after a great win, puts himself at third for the NHIAA Division III tournament. He's going to be moving on to New England. How sweet was that?
That was awesome. You know, stick with it all the way through. Work hard all season, all for that. You know, I was put in a bad seed, 4th seed. I wasn't expected to make it to MOCs. Work hard, get third, move on, fight another day.
Keep it moving. We got some more matches for you. We got a great day of wrestling. It's been a long one, but no complaints here. Congrats, Griff.
Thank you.
Time for the 195-pound weight class. Troy Johnson of Plymouth, the #1 seed in this weight class, makes it here to the final, going up against Jonathan Sutera of Bow, and this could be the decider in which team ends up coming out on top.
Absolutely, absolutely. This could be. This whole next series of matches is so important to this team race. And if there's anyone we would want to represent our team in a time like this, it's Troy Johnson. This kid has been spectacular for us all year.
Let's see, what kind of wrestling style would you say Troy has as he pulls his ankle out and gets him on, gets on top of him?
As you can see, Troy's a very slick leg attacker. And the proof is in the pudding, guys. This kid is legit.
And Troy making quick work there of Jonathan Sutera. Just an awesome fast move there from Troy, just grabbing the ankle, jumping on top of it.
Beautiful ankle
Not much
pick.
you can do for the opponent there, right?
Beautiful ankle pick. He's been working on those, setting it up in practice a lot, and it shows. I mean, the kid's got a couple different leg attacks that he can go to, so he's very comfortable in the neutral position.
And, you know, building up for it, these next two matches, awesome to have those points from Troy, but they might not be enough if, you know, Tracy and Ethan don't come out and win at least one of these next two.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, but that pin right there against their guy was
right?
pretty huge for us. Unless we're head-to-head against Bo, I mean, I think that will probably be all right. But we have yet to see. I mean, it's going to be a tight team race till the end, so I guess we have to just wait and see how the heavyweight shakes out.
169.5 for Plymouth, 160 for Bow. And just going to quickly go through the rest of the scoring for you guys. In third place, White Mountain right now. Following them is Campbell, Newport, Pelham, Winnisquam, Kearsarge, and Mascoma. And then John Stark. Then we're on to all the schools with, you know, one wrestler here in attendance. So we want to say, you know, thanks to those guys for coming out, putting on a show. A couple of them even making it here to a couple of finals.
Those guys are really pushing pushing our sport. Those are the guys who, you know, are putting it in places that it hasn't been before. Props.
You got a school without a team. Well, hey, I still want to wrestle. I'm going to find a way to wrestle.
Exactly.
They find their way here, and some of them
takes guts.
Yeah, some of them going to even find their way, you know, even further than here. You know, wish them luck in future matches to come. So shout out to Oyster River, Monadnock, Coe Brown, Sanborn, Belmont, New Hampshire, Littleton High School, Mount Royal, New Hampshire, Profile, New Hampshire, and Wilton-Lyndeborough, New Hampshire. So thank you to all those wrestlers for coming out here to compete today.
Here we got Tracy Christiano coming up against this pretty tough Kearsarge wrestler. We'll see how this bout goes.
Tracy Christiano, he's at a couple ups, couple downs today. Fort Plymouth hoping to end it on an upright here in the 220 weight class. A minute for this first round.
You know, Tracy's got that cement job. You gotta watch out, or he's gonna put you on your back. I got a lot of faith in Tracy Christiano in this match.
See what he's going to go with here early on. A little bit of hand fighting. Both of them with their right hands back behind the neck. Going for that leg, going for the takedown.
And the nice snag single takes him down, gets his 2 points, and he's going to work right for that power half, Tracy Christiano, and he's going to run it. He can't quite get it. He drops down to that leg. The other guy, the Kearsarge wrestler, is trying to secure that cement job. Tracy fights it down, comes back up to that high single, in that high single position. Let's see if he can finish here and get 2.
And looking to just get him off balance. Gets
and there's that trip.
In. Awesome move by Tracy. Nice. Awareness there to go for the trip. He saw his opponent just hopping backwards, and an awesome move.
Absolutely. Now he's cranking on that power half, and the period ends.
Now 4-2, or 2-0 the score. I looked at the wrong scoreboard shortly. In the second period, it's 2-0. And Christiano with a quick move, trying to get out of a downward position. Can't do it right away. Making himself really big now, trying to set up that base. Got both of his legs out, so they're almost standing up now.
You call that a fat man stand-up right there. Now he's attacking those hands, trying to break free.
Leaning back into his opponent while he's doing it.
Keeping that hip pressure.
Exactly what he was trying to do, but unable to get the hands off.
Now the Kearsarge wrestler throws that leg in. Tracy's smart. He gets it out.
Almost got it too.
He's working on that hand control. Oh, but there's the back trip. There's the lock and hands call that I was looking for there. Good call by the referee to catch that. Now Tracy Christiano has a free move. But the whistle is blown dead.
Yeah, that lock and hand's going to give a point. And we'll see what Christiano can do here from this downward position. Quickly grabbing the ankle. Great move there from the opposing wrestler.
Absolutely, but Tracy kicked that leg right out, that outside leg right out, and stood up. And now he transitions right to that high single. He's got that high single locked up. Oh, but he comes up to the waist. He can't really do much with it.
And yeah, these two guys just going at it, trying to get their hands in position.
And there's the cement drop one more time, but he can't get it. Oh, into a headlock position, but Tracy can't get it, and he gets 2 scored.
Almost looks good there.
Yup. Now Tracy's gonna back on the bottom. He's gonna work up.
Get his belly down and see what can he do here with 20 seconds left.
Oh, and that Kearsarge wrestler has a tight power half. Oh, that might be it, folks, and it is.
And Tracy pins. Unfortunate there for the kid, but he fought hard in that match.
He fought hard. He's fought hard all year, and he's gotten a lot better from where he was before. Excited to see him wrestle next year.
And yeah, he will be back next year. Another one of these young faces for this Plymouth squad, who is only going to get better in these next few years to come.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for the future.
Yeah,
now we got Ethan coming up, who's one of our seniors.
You know, senior year, you're here. Big meet, big chance to cement your team in the standings now. It looks like Plymouth is going to come out, most likely with the win here, but Ethan can make that completely sure with a win.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that Plymouth is going to come out with the win here, but it's almost definite at this point. But a win here for Ethan McDonald would be huge for him, and it would be huge for the team transitioning down into the MOCs, the Meet of Champions, which will be next week at Pinkerton Academy.
Yeah, looking forward. I know Plymouth going to show up as they always do for that event and show out.
It is definitely, that's an event to watch. If you're in town, if you're in the Derry area, I highly suggest you get down and at least check out the finals. MOCs is the Meet of Champions is a great tournament, and lots of great wrestlers and lots of really tight matches. So definitely check that out.
It should be a great contest there at the Meet of Champions. Right now we are waiting for the final in this 220 weight class. We'll be back in just a moment with the 285 finisher here in Winnisquam. For the 285s, Ethan McDonald in the red and blue shorts.
Here we are at 285. That's right, the big boys.
And this is one of the final matches of the evening. This and the other 285 final.
Here we see Ethan working on that collar tie. He likes to grab that collar tie and snap him down into that front head, as he just does right now. Ethan's going to spin behind and score the 2 and secure that western hook and start riding.
And Ethan definitely looks like the more experienced wrestler in this matchup. He knows what he wants to get done. He's doing it, right now.
He's a guy, and he's got that power half. He's going to turn him. If he can keep those feet in bounds, those knees on the mat, he's going to get the fall here. Let's see, though, short time.
Pushing over, short first period and 4 seconds.
And there's the fall.
Just before the end.
And Ethan moves on to the Meet of Champions.
Awesome from Ethan right there. Also good for Plymouth as the bow wrestler, unable to win the championship round. So Plymouth definitely going to end up winning this meet today, and a great all-around performance from the guys.
Man, it doesn't feel good, and these guys really deserve it. I'm going to give all the credit to the kids. Well, not all the credit, obviously. I give some credit to
the coaches.
The coaches and the parents and, everyone at Plymouth High that helps us out. But these kids have really put their all into this season, and I'm so proud of them. They deserve it.
Yeah, it's a big shout-out to the kids. We want to say check out the Meet of Champions if you can. It should be a great outing. Big shout out to our Pemmy Baker crew here, Colin, Leddy out there getting interviews as well. Thank you to all the Plymouth coaching staff for coming up and providing some color commentary for us for today's game. And for Joey LeBlanc, I'm signing off for the evening.